I ain't gonna lie. 1 in 18?
Yeah.
Stop boxing.
Six.
Comers. This Canadian money got blue on the finger from all of the plastic I'm thumbing. None of that whiffing outside of the next nigga. See you in public.
Perfect. Finish him.
What up? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, it's your host. You know who it is. Big Six is in the building.
Six.
Salute to everybody, man. What's going on? We got a lot to recap. It's been an eventful week of, online boxing, not so much. I guess we got an announcement, so that was good, bro. We got a couple fights announced. So we got some things moving, but it was per usual, man. A lot of what's going on in modern day boxing. And that's a lot of fights on Twitter. A lot of fights going down on Twitter. A lot more talking with them keyboards than we seen with them fists, man. It's pretty disgusting, but it is what it is. We here for it. At the same time, a lot of the fights. This is modern day media, man. This what it is. I'm not a fan of it, but I get it, man. I get it to a certain extent. But yeah, salute to everybody in the building, man. Make sure you hit the like button, show some love to the stream. We talking boxing today, man. We talking about a few things. Obviously, Roach. Man, didn't look good in that fight, yo. If y'all was here for the fight party, the live watch party, man. I couldn't find rounds for Lamont, man. It was tough, gang. I'm not gonna lie. It was tough, man. But Zepeda gets the big dub. He looked really good doing it. I thought the one thing about William Zepeda that I really liked in that fight was his angles that he showed. And he turned down the volume a bit and got more accurate. So, yeah, bro. I enjoy what I saw, man, from my man over here, William Zepeda. I thought he was doing good things, man. I thought he was definitely holding it down. I love what he was doing, bro. His work. We'll see, man. We'll see what happens next with William Zepeda and his whole situation. Pretty much, it's definitely it's weird at 135, right? Because 135's got a lot of, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. I'll just leave it at that. We'll see what happens with 135. I do think that division is a good division. We just need more. We need more work, man, in it. We need the other guys to get busy, and who knows, maybe Abdullah Mason, he's gonna come for that spot next, bro. We'll see though. We'll see. What else we got going on, man? We're gonna talk a little bit about the Keyshawn Davis situation. We'll talk a bit about the Devin Haney situation. Devin Haney, Liam Pyro, possibly. We'll speak on the Jai Alpataya, Noel McKaylen situation, what may happen there with that. And then we'll speak on Shakur Stevenson. Where do we think Shakur Stevenson pivots next? Shakur Stevenson is a guy who I think a lot of people, we still looking for that debut, man. We looking for that Zuffa date to drop, but we'll see. I guess we'll have to see, man. We'll all tune in. Usually when guys get signed to contracts, like big contracts like that, to Shakur, like what he got, the $100 million, or supposedly the Zuffa deal. We usually see an announcement follow. We usually see a fight date follow. And, that's kind of how they kick it off. Kind of like when Conor Ben made the deal with Zuffa, and then shortly after, we all found out he was fighting on Netflix. Like, that's just how it goes. So I'm sure Shakur Stevenson will drop some news soon. May not be the opponent he wanted, but some things just happen out of curiosity, right? Some things just be happening. But yo, salute to everybody in the building, man. If you just came in, make sure you smash that like button, like Wolfgang.
Did not really fight her.
Oh, big one punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
Salute to y'all, man, tuning in. I really appreciate everybody, man. Smash that like button so we can get more people, get it out to the algorithm. get some more conversations in, and I will drop the links in the chat once I go through the whole topics, so that we can get the open panel rocking out, man, and get the people involved. But yeah, let's get started, man, with the roll call. Salute to Dwayne Styles in the building. Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing. Yeah, I guess so. He still is. Shout out to Flexing and Stepping. What's going on, my brother? Salute. Big Six is in the building. You know what it is. Shout out to Tito Check. What's going on, man? He said that dude Vega is racist. Oh, man. Why you getting that Vega already, man? Vega not even in here. He said, Flexing and Stepping said, yeah, Roach down bad, bro. Tito Check says Zepeda gonna go undisputed at 135. Okay. WP in the building. What up? Salute. What's going on, champ? I'm just there. What up, brother? Salute. Yo, is that Ric Flair as their profile pic? Some nostalgia, man. Shout out to Ric Flair. Definitely goated, right? But salute to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking out with me. If you're wondering, like, yo, what the hell is that QR code in the side there? Oh, that is the tickets to my brother's next fight, August 27th, going down at the Queen's Manor Event Center in Brampton, Ontario. It should be a good event here in the city. Yeah, man, the card's starting to round out August 27th, Thursday night. Yeah, we got tickets starting at 20. Sorry, 20. Tickets are starting at $50. It is a smaller venue, so you know sometimes that could be better seats, but nonetheless, man, you get to see a future fighter there. That could be in possibly some big events here coming up lately. So yeah, man, if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and hit up the QR link there and buy some tickets, man, to the event. Support the grind. Let's get into the topics. Now that I got that all out the way, let's get into the topics, man. Let's talk about what we got going on here with Zepeda, and we got Zepeda and Roach, man. Zepeda and Roach, that went down this weekend. Great fight, by the way. I think a lot of us on paper, we're looking towards this fight. It's always good to see both men, guys who are, I don't want to say, I don't know how to say it, man. They weren't in bad positions their last fight. I thought Zepeda looked decent, as you can look against a guy like, as you can look against a guy like Shakur Stevenson. It's not easy, man, but I thought he learned from the opportunity. That was my whole thing, is like, okay, he's going to learn from it. He's going to grow from it. He's going to come back much better. So I think that's what happened. That's what we saw in that fight. We saw a more focused William Zepeda. He went back to the mountains in Mexico, and his work rate is just out this world, man. And that's something I think I highlighted in the live show, the live fight chat. I was like, man, I don't know how you train for that, right? Like, how do you train for somebody like William Zepeda? Like, how do you get another fighter or fighters who are sparring you to spar with that output? Now, I guess it can happen, right? If you have fresh guys, you got fresh bodies, you can make it work during the sparring. You just put the fresh guy in every time and tell him to, go all out. But at the same time, William Zepeda did something extremely impressive early in the fight. Not only was he using his pressure, he was hitting on the angles, man. He was changing angles, changing speeds. And as a southpaw fighter, you're already awkward as it is, man. Like for an orthodox fighter, you're not used to seeing that southpaw style. So now you are moving on angles. You're hitting up from different angles, different sides. And the whole, I think Lamont Roach, he said it perfectly. They thought he was a one-trick pony or just a come-forward fighter throwing a lot of punches. But no, man, William Zepeda showed he's got a few new wrinkles to his game, added to his game. This is what 1 year removed from the ring did for him. He was able to go back to Mexico and add a bit to the toolbox. And I like that, man. I like what Williams Zepeda showed us in that fight. He was up in the fight after the 8th round, and he didn't step off the gas. He kept it going, kept the same pressure. And I was a little scary there at certain parts, man. I was like, damn, like Lamont Roach is not throwing back. Like, the ref might stop this shit, man. But, it wasn't that, man. They didn't stop the fight. I don't think Lamont was, like, hurt ever too bad in that fight. But, bro, it looked bad, right? The optics looked bad. Looked like he got battered around that ring. That's something we can't ignore, man. That's just something we just can't ignore. I think Williams Zepeda, moving forward, we're looking at who his better oppositions are to fight, man. Obviously, Abdullah Mason is the name that pops up. But we can see a winner between Floyd Schofield and Lucas Body, possibly. There's the options. Honestly, 135 is kind of a weird division because we don't know if that's where Shakur Stevenson is campaigning or not. So that adds more uncertainty to the game because Zuffa has showed, they just showed us with Edgar Berlanga, if you are a top name, you'll be allowed to fight wherever pretty much, and I think Shakur Stevenson, we can all say, is probably their biggest name fighter, so you got to assume he can still fight at lightweight if that's on the table. And Raymond Murataya, who fought on the co-main, is out of there. He's not in that division no more, as he said. Abdullah Mason is there, like I said. Andy Cruz has moved down, so he is not in that conversation anymore. Floyd Schofield is still there. Sam Noakes is there. Lucas Body. Adia Herrera, he's there. Joe Cordina is there. Those are a few guys just to, those are a few guys just to name a few, right? And let's go through some of these other sanctioning bodies to see in Zepeda's one let's go to exclusively his to see who he could face, man, because there's guys here like Alan Chavez. That's another guy that I think we would like to see, man. Alan Chavez, Argentina fighter. He's been knocking out people. Ricardo Nunes. Ricardo Nunes has always kind of been in the conversation. I'm not sure if people wanted to see that. Justin Paldo. He's always hanging around. Justin Paldo. He had a few unfortunate losses. I think he had one for sure that I thought he won, but the other one, Andy Cruz, like I said, is moving out. And we got Dimitri Asanu. He's 12-0. Okay. Fast tracking fighter. So we got him. So we got a few names, man. Nothing crazy. Nothing that screams mega fight. I would say, Abdullah Mason's probably the more lucrative name, but I wouldn't be surprised if Williams Zepeda went in this line here at the WBC and picked out one of these guys to fight, as a title defense, or maybe he'll go right into a unification, possibly, that's something else that could possibly happen, possibly maybe IBF unification, but I'm sure the IBF's got to figure out their situation now that Murataya is out. That would leave two not very known fighters at the top here. We got a guy. This dude's name is crazy, man. I don't even know if I can say that, but it's just Arthur Sabukansalov. Anyways, Russian guy, and then that Dimitri Asunu guy, like I said, who was in the WBC. He's number 4 and number 2. Andy Cruz is number 3. He's out. So those two guys will fight. Alan Chavez, unless he can somehow make a jump up to, a 2-3 spot, he can get a shot at the IBF title. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Tito Check says Zepeda destroys Mason. Hey, we'll have to see, man. WP said Lamont didn't have anything to keep William off him. Yeah, man. That power, William Zepeda did not respect it at all. He just didn't, man. He just kept moving forward behind his punches. And like I said, he showed angles, so he showed something new to the game, man. That's always good when you can bring something new to the table. Shout out to William Zepeda for that, man, making the adjustments to the fight, man. Not even just the fight, just the way he fights. He made the adjustments. He looked good. I thought he looked good, man. You know, we'll see what William does next. You know, if William want to take a little tune up back home, I'm not mad at it. You know, he's worked really hard to be the world champion. He was ranked he was ranked number 1 in like all the sanctioning bodies before he fought Shakur, right? So I think William Zepeda, well deserved, bro. If you need to go take a break or whatever, go ahead and do it, bro. But make sure that you you get that title defense out the way and then jump back into these unifications, right? Salute to everybody in the stream, man. If you just jumped in, go ahead and hit that like button, man. You know what I'm saying? Show some love, man. Don't be coming up in here and being stingy, bro. Come up here. Show some love, brother. Show some love.
Is anything you looking for?
Some gummies.
Gummies? Okay.
Hurry up and buy.
No. No. Yo.
Starting to get this.
Yo, shout out to AB, bro. Oh, man. Hopefully he actually does train, man. It don't look like they be training anymore. I don't know what they doing over there. Look like they just wasting time, bro. I thought Dean was getting ready for a fight. It don't look like anybody getting ready for no fight over there. But yo, man, we got Raymond Mulataya moving up to 140. Okay. I'm here for it, man. 140 is one of those divisions. It's a good division. No, it's one of the great divisions in boxing today. You know, I think 140 can definitely be an exciting time for Raymond. You know, let's take a look right here. Take a look and check it out quick. We got Shakur Stevenson, who is the ring champion right now after he took the belt from Teofimo Lopez, the Ring Magazine belt. So he's there. Dalton Smith, Keyshawn Davis, which will be dropped. Teofimo Lopez will be dropped. But we got Pollo, Gary Antoine Russell, Adam Azim, Sandor Martin, Sabril Matias, Mark Chamberlain, Ernesto Mercado, man. So you could insert Raymond Mulataya in that mix. And if you want to go further, bro, you got other guys like Lindolfo, like Delgado. You got Arthur Biersanov. You got some other guys too, man, in this division. You got I think Oscar Duarte's here. Emiliano Vargas is here. Andy Hiroka. I don't know how I forgot about Andy, man. He be on it. Andy's in this division too. You know, this division 140 is sneaky competitive, like super competitive. Johan Obro, that's another guy y'all need to watch out for. Frank Martin. Jose Rayo, yeah, he's got to get named in here too. So like, man, this division is super deep, bro. So we'll see who can reign supreme from 140. You know, you got a lot of different guys, man, that could do some things. And I like 140 for Raymond. You know, Raymond, shout out to him for making the 135-pound limit, doing the IBF clause for the second time to defend his title. And then, you know, he just kind of said, like, the weight's been the issue. They moving up, man. And I'm all right with it, bro. Even though I kind of wanted the Shakur fight, you know, I wonder if the Shakur fight can still happen at 140. You know, I'm a little worried that Shakur might spin the block and say they want it at 135. I hope not, man. I hope that's not the case. I hope literally they want it at 140. They already got the ring belt there. They got the WBO. You know, shout out to Raymond. Maybe if he could position himself to get the IBF at the next division, that'd be good. But I don't think the IBF works like that, like some of the sanctioning bodies. So it's really, it's going to be tough for Raymond, I think. You know, and plus, I don't know, does he need an acclimation fight? He's kind of been on a roll. He was at 35 for so long. I don't think he needs an acclimation fight, man. I think Raymond can go right into a big one. You know, I think he's probably in his prime right now. He's ready. I think Raymond Mulataya is one of the better fighters in boxing. I think at 140, man, he'll make that division spicier. It's already filled with great talent, so they add another guy to that mix. Man, we got to start getting some of them fights at 140, man. It's like 54. It's got to get rolling, man, somehow. It's got to get popping. We got to see the guys start to fight each other in order to figure out who really the top guy at 140, man. I mean, right now, you could probably say Shakur Stevenson with his resume, with the way he's been fighting with him, 12-0. Teofimo Lopez, the guy who was, the Ring Magazine champion there and who beat the guy in Josh Taylor. You could say for sure Shakur Stevenson's got that title right now. It's being the guy. But we'll see, bro. We'll see, man. Shout out to G-Vaughn in the building. What's going on, brother? Said Muay wasted no time. He said 135 is too hard. Let's go, Shakur, at 140. Yeah, man. I hope Shakur Stevenson takes that fight at 140, I know he was talking about going back to 35, right? That's the kind of thing, like, we don't know where Shakur Stevenson's at, so I think he should just plant a flag at 140 and start going through that. Like, there's a whole bunch of names I just named, man. Good fights for him. Sabril Matias. Yeah, he lost, but that's a good fight. Emiliano Vargas, that's a good fight down the line. Not right now. That's a good fight down the line for Shakur. Oscar Duarte, that's a good name too. Like, I think there's some good fights for Shakur at 140, Alberto Pollo, Gary Anton Russell, Adam Azim. Like, all them guys, I think present a little bit of threat to Shakur Stevenson. So I think Shakur should go down the 140 gauntlet. But, people say, nah, he can go a different route. That's probably not his best route. I ain't going to get mad at it, man. But at the same time, I want to see Shakur plant his flag, tell us, the fans, where he's going to campaign at, and then go ahead and start fighting the guys in that division. My man Tito Check says Zepeda destroys Tank too. I mean, maybe. Tank Davis been inactive, man. He not coming into the ring into a Zepeda fight. Hell no. He not doing that. Jai Opataya versus Noel McKaylen. Added to the Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn as the co-main event. This is a good fight, man. This is a good fight. Shout out to Opataya. No, I don't even know what's going on, man. This is probably going to end up being for the Zuffa belt, I'm guessing. The ring belt, the ring losing its whole credibility, man. John not even supposed to have that, man. You got to defend your ring belt against a top 5 ring fighter in a 2-year span. My man had that belt. I think this is the first top 5 fighter he fighting since he got that belt, man, in the ring. And it's been more than 2 years since he had that ring belt. So, they just, the ring just following the footsteps of all the other sanctioning bodies they trying to get rid of. They doing the same bullshit. I guess they all do, man. It's all politics in boxing. So I ain't even mad at it. But, it's crazy how Mauricio Suleiman is setting this shit up, right? You see what Mauricio is doing when he's talking about, oh, no, Noel McKaylen got to fight David. Bro, that shit is so political, bro. Politics in boxing. They trying to stop Zuffa from even getting the belts. Like, if you a Zuffa fighter, you got to be feeling some type of way right now, because the sanctioning bodies really, they got the targets on you, bro. Like, they're making shit hard. And, it's kind of funny to me because, like, I look at Mauricio like, you already a whole fuck up, bro. You made that green belt look crazy when you put Conor Benn number 1. I'm sure you were doing that for Eddie Hearn. Clearly, you weren't doing that for Dana White. So you was doing that for Eddie Hearn, got finessed, and then now you got to deal with those repercussions anyways because you already did it. But yeah, man, just looking at the whole landscape of boxing, I don't know how the hell David Benavidez becomes mandated to fight Noel when he didn't even fight in the WBC rankings, right? He fought in the WBO and BA. That's what he won off Zerto. He didn't win no WBC belt in that fight. I don't even think there was a WBC regional belt in that fight. So I don't understand how David got the Canelo stamp, right? That's what it really is. It's a Canelo stamp to get that opportunity when he don't really deserve it. You know, so when Opataya looking at him saying, you a duck and all that, I know what it is, bro. He feeling a type of way because he's seeing the way this guy jumped into the division and is getting love, for doing nothing. But he did beat a unified champion in Zerto. Nonetheless, that was one fight. Opataya has been putting in work. I'm pretty sure he held that IBF title twice. Like, he got stripped already from it. And then he won the ring belt off Breedis. So, Opataya has been putting in the work in the division. So if anybody's going to get favoritism, it should probably be him, right? We would all think so. But, this is boxing, man. This is the Wild Wild West. This is where the bullshit be at. This is where you can walk in any room and just start capping, bro. Start telling these lies, bro. And people want to start believing you. Because you know what? Everybody else in the room doing the same shit, bro. It's crazy out here.
Never told me she was black.
Did I or did I not assault you?
Oh, he beat the hell out of me, man.
What?
Look, I'm not gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying? You go in there with a plan, bro. And somebody just gonna blindside you. That's just the way you be in boxing, bro. And no friends in the industry, man. Not here, bro. Shout out to Edward Torres in the building. What's going on, man? He said, yeah, facts. The ring is on the same shit. Hell yeah, man. The ring belt is crazy, man. They doing weird stuff over there. Shout out to WP. He said the ring belt is now farce. Thank Oscar for selling the ring magazine to Saudi Arabia. Hey, Oscar was trying to get paid, bro. Oscar was trying to get some money, man. That's all he wanted to do, man. He got his little chips. He good, man.
Yeah.
He good, man. Oscar, bro. He was trying to get his little money. He got it. And now he good, bro. He good. Now he looking at everybody else crazy. Oscar and Eddie Hearn, they buddies now, man.
This your boy?
Yeah, that's my boy, nigga. We rep the same smart tech.
You just got fucked up with him. Both y'all niggas gonna get clapped up when I get back. Both y'all.
Yeah, bro. They over on the zone. They friends now, bro. Shout out to Jeep on. He says Zepeda might have a chance with his physical size advantage over Tank if he moves and pivots like he did with Roach. But still, very likely Tank can catch him and sleep him. Zepeda might stop his volume. Yeah. See, that's the thing about Tank. He got that power, right? But shout out to Zepeda, man. He did show new wrinkles, bro. I can't deny it. The pivots, everything, man. It looked good, man. I liked what I saw from Zepeda, man. I was really happy about that performance for him. And hopefully he can build on it going forward, man, and reign supreme at 135. I want to see him face the other guys, obviously, the other title holders. But yeah, man, as it sits right now, this is the co-main event. I don't know if the WBC is going to be on the line. I doubt it. I think Noel's probably going to get stripped as soon as he walks in the ring. But, the ring belt and the Zuffa belt will be on the line. So, I mean, make for what you want to make of that. At least for Opataya, it'll be his first defense against the top 5 ring fighter, I believe. So that's good. He'll fulfill his ring belt obligations. Whatever, man. I'm not even gonna get into it because it's all politics, bro. That's all it is. And yeah, Noel's number 5. So yeah, this will be the first person that he fights as top 5 in the ring. So it's definitely gonna fulfill that. And that's what they'll say. They say, well, he's got to keep the ring belt. Well, I think it's like months too late. Yeah, last time I checked, I think he was supposed to do it in May. But whatever. I guess they can say we gave him an extension or something like that. They'll make up some excuse, but nonetheless, this is a good fight. I do like it. Like I said, great for Opataya to get a big name in the ring with him. Not like a mega name, but in the division, it's a big name. Champion, WBC champion. Jai, this is what he wants to do, man. He wants to face the best guys. This is one of those guys. So I can't be mad at this fight. This is a co-main fight. And anywhere else, this is a main event. So this is a co-main. We getting the double main event slots. Shout out to the promoters and everybody involved for getting it done, like Don King. Noel's with Don King, bro. So they still had to play ball with Don King. So shout out to him for getting it done. And obviously Zuffa Boxing for doing what they had to do to get Opatai a good opponent, pretty much. I mean, they try to get the guys over there, that they could get from cruiserweight, but it's always been difficult getting him good matches. And I just always thought, man, if you're just gonna complain about fights, just move on up to heavyweight, man. Like there's so many big fights at heavyweight because of who you are and what you bring, man. You're a smaller guy moving up. That's always gonna be a storyline when you face some of those giants. People are gonna be like, yo, is the power gonna translate, right? So yeah, man. I'll be happy with it, with that fight. It's a co-main event. It's a great fight. Like I said, that card's starting to round out. Already pretty good at the top. We'll figure out the rest as we get closer. We're in August now, so hopefully they release the rest of the card. I don't know what it's gonna be like. What do you guys think it's gonna be like? Think it's gonna be Zuffa heavy? Or will they actually bring on other people to beef up the card? I don't know. We'll see, man. My man Boxing Wiz in the building. What's going on? He said Abdullah says he sees holes in Zepeda. Yeah, that's what everybody be saying. They see holes in everybody, man. We'll see though, man. Shout out to Abdullah Mason. I like him, man. I think he'll take the fights against the guys. I don't doubt that at all, man. He's definitely one of those type of fighters, man, who fight the top name. So I think that's the difference between Keyshawn Davis, Richard Hitchens, and Abdullah Mason. I think Abdullah Mason will jump in that fire, man. I think he would. The other two guys, they're gonna hesitate. They're gonna look and be like, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. That look hot. And they're gonna do it, man. They can say whatever they want to say, but their actions speak louder than whatever the hell they gonna say. Devin Haney, man, Liam Pyro, Team Haney pivots. Liam Pyro's team has come out and said Liam Pyro is willing to come over to US in October to fight Devin Haney. So I think it's just a matter of getting the numbers right, which we're back with. We'll see now if Liam Pyro takes that same route as Keyshawn Davis. I don't know what they'll offer him. I don't know what the offer will be, but I think if this fight gets made quicker than the Keyshawn Davis one, then this is kind of like when Jerron Boots Ennis was trying to negotiate with Virgil Ortiz, and we saw how that debacle went. And then literally Boots turned left, and Xander was there. Xander was ready to fight, right? So I think this will be a good fight for Devin Haney. I always thought he should probably go undisputed at 147 before he moves up to 54. I think there's room for him to do that. I think the guys, that are there, they're decent fights. Like Liam Pyro is not going to jump off at the page, even though Liam Pyro is the 2-division champion. That's something a lot of other people can't say, right? But I think I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see what really happens. I think to be honest, Liam Powell versus Devin Haney gets done for October. I think it does. I think both guys are kind of on the same timeline. Obviously, Devin hasn't been in for a minute, but Liam Powell was just in the ring probably last month, was he? I think it was last month he was in the ring against Lewis Crocker. That gives him this month, August, September, and then in October. Jeez. So I don't know, man. That's kind of that's close. But I mean, if Liam Powell wants to be great, wants to try to be great, these are the type of risk you need to take, man. This guy, Devin Haney, if you beat him, because he's got experience with him, they sparred before. If you beat him, that's a huge stamp, bro. That guy's like what I'm saying? Devin Haney's got Hall of Fame shoes already, like with some of his records and some of the things he's done in boxing. So I think Liam Powell will probably step up to the plate, take the fight. Shout out to him. I'm not too worried about what he's going to get paid like some people will. But, you know, I think he'll take the opportunity that Keyshawn won't, just quite frankly. I think that's what it boils down to. It's like Keyshawn Davis is not willing to budge. You know, he thinks that the short money is too much of a risk. You know, these guys don't want to bet on themselves, man. Shout out to Boxing Way. He said Haney versus Pyro almost got Haney beats Pyro. Pyro almost got stopped by Crocker late. No, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Shout out to It's Me, Rock Lee. What's going on, brother? He said made 200 off 25 betting Curiel, Raymond, and Zepeda all for decision. Okay. Yeah, I had a one card where I picked over on all those. So yeah, bro. Shout out to that. I mean, they were good fights, man. The only one I was scared about that I thought should have lost was Curiel. I didn't think he did enough, but then again, Quentin Randall, he gassed out at the end of the fight. I was like, yo, what the hell's wrong with Quentin Randall, man? But that one card that judge scored, which was like 100-90, they gave all the rounds to Curiel. I was like, bro, that judge obviously got paid. There was no way you could even score that fight like that ever. My man WP36 said can't blame Dev for the next meh fight. Jay Prince double barrel shotgun turned out to have Nerf bullets. Yeah, man. Jay Prince coming back though, bro. He's coming back, man. Jay Prince was looking at Devin and Bill like this, man.
This your boy?
Yeah, that's my boy, nigga. We rep the same smart tech.
You just got fucked up with him. Both y'all niggas gonna get clapped up when I get back. Both of y'all niggas.
Yeah, bro. That was Jay Prince, man. Yeah, these my boys. We rep the same smart tech. Oh, man. Dev had to check them, bro. That shit backfired, bro. Backfired. I don't know what type of double barrel shotgun that was. That Keyshawn. Nah, that's a fact, bro. Power gonna take the money. You gonna ask for that 2.5, whatever they left on the table. He gonna take it, man. And he a champ, so he got more that he bringing to the table than Keyshawn, bro. He a whole champ right now. 2 division champion Liam Pyro. So they might even give Liam the $3 million because he probably deserved the 3. He a 2-time 2 division champ, bro. So yo, he got something to talk about, man. Shout out to Lance Meyer in the building. What's going on, brother? My guy, Darius Flowers, what up, bro? Salute. My man Edward Torres said Keyshawn might get shelved. Tell me, yes. Yeah, man. That's one of my topics. He definitely getting put on the shelf. And deserving so. Like, he deserved to be put on the shelf, bro. Like, man, I don't understand this dude, man. Shout out to Darius Flowers. He said, I appreciate the WBO for shutting down the catch weight request. For real. Yeah, we don't want to see that shit, man. We don't want none of that. Them catch weights and stuff like that. We don't need that, bro. That shit's not needed in boxing.
Yeah.
Ironically, that is Tank saying that, but you know, yeah, we don't need that, bro. We don't need them catch weights. We don't need none of them. What they call them, rehydration clauses. Nah, bro. We just want straight up fights, bro. Straight up fights. Just put it down on the paper. If you want to come up to 147, fight for this belt. 147 is the weight limit. Yo, send the contract, dog.
For no playing, send me a contra. I know baby. Send me a contra. I will kill you. Send me a contra. No play with me. Send me a contra.
Yeah, just send it, bro. Don't be around here beating around the bush. Don't be around here talking about, oh man, we need this, we need that. I said it, bro. I said Shakur's worst part about that was him even saying 144. Like him even putting it out there to be, you know what I'm saying? I know probably he wasn't gonna go up, but just for entertaining it, when he did that, I was like, oh man, if Devin Haney agree and this nigga backpedal Yeah, he put himself in that position. I can't get mad at nobody else but Shakur Stevenson, because it's like, you shouldn't even said that shit. If you knew you was campaigning at 140 and 35, just say that, yo, Dev, I ain't even coming up there right now. Be like, yo, Keyshawn said he moving up. But like, nah, man, I got my work to do. I got my flag to plant here. I don't even know where he fighting at right now. So he got to tell us that. But, you know, the worst thing he did was saying 144. Because I never understood that. I was like, what the hell? Like, we don't need to be down there. But I think, you know, I'm not saying Devin Haney, if you go take that fight at 144, I'm going to be mad at you. Nah, bro, if you go do that, it's on you. You made that decision. So you deal with how you want to deal with it. Don't complain if you lose, bro. Because if you lose, it's like, nah, bro, you did that, man. That was your thing that you did with Shakur Stevenson over there. But yo, if everybody in the building, man, shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you smash the like button.
Did not really fight her.
Just like that, man. Just smash that like button. Show some love to the stream so we can get some more people in here. I will drop the links for the chat, bro. Or sorry, not the chat, but to call into the show. I just had to reopen the X Spaces, so yeah, that sucks. But I'll get the links here in a second for you guys to call in, and yeah, we'll chop it up. I just got a few more topics I want to hammer down before we move on. Devin Haney, Liam Pyro, October, possibly. Do we like the fight? You know, that's probably something that's going to go on the zone, you know, with the PBC officially making this merge over, it seems like, with the T.O. and Rolly fight. So we'll get it over there on the zone. I like it, man. I like it, bro. I like what I'm seeing from the zone. And Liam Pyro, Devin Haney. I guess, I don't know, man. It should be a part of our ultimate package. It should not be a pay-per-view that you gotta buy. I don't think that's that level of a fight. And I think the zone's got to be realistic with these guys and tell them, hey, man, the numbers don't show that this fight is worth XYZ. It's not pay-per-view. I don't care what you say. Or if you're saying that, it's like, all right, well, then we're not going to give you the guaranteed purse. You're just going to bet on yourself. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see, man. Yeah, he said Vegas like Keyshawn. That's crazy. Mexican boxing still making channels, bro. That's wild, bro. He said they're all scared. Embarrassing ducks. That's why nobody wants to fight on borders. They scared of getting embarrassed, just like Shakur and his brothers. Yo, bro. I mean, you can't say that unless you fought on Border Wars, bro. Did you fight on Border Wars? Nah, you can't say that then. We don't care about the comment if you ain't been on Border Wars, dog. 135. We'll go back to 135. Lucas Bade, Floyd Schofield. Purse bid has been announced. You know, this is going to purse bid. I wonder if Jake Paul could win the bid. That'd be nice. Bring that fight over here to ESPN. Bring it over here to Canada. Floyd Schofield and Mama Schofield, get your passports ready again. Don't worry. We ain't cutting them. We want you to come over here and get that ass whooping. That's what it's going to be, man. We ain't worried about the passports. We stamping them for y'all to come through, get your ass whooped, and then we can send you back home with some bacon and maple syrup, bro, for the next few months. Hospitality, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want Lucas Bade to put Floyd on the floor, bro. You know, I'm sick and tired of every time I see this dude and his dad, they talking about sparring or Tank Davis. That's all they talking about. Sparring or Tank Davis. We spar this guy, we want to fight Tank Davis. We spar that guy, we want to fight Tank. I'm like, bro, nah, man. Y'all got to stop with it. Y'all got to fight somebody else. Y'all pulled out the Shakur fight. Crazy. But you know what? It's all right, man. It's all right. Because here, you might be winning the fight early. You might push the pressure. But, you know, winter soldiers, they all get put down, man. When the shoulders get put down, I watch it happen in 4K, bro. So we gonna see, man. We gonna see if really Floyd Schofield not gonna run. They can't run now. They better not be like Keyshawn. They better not get to the purse bid and then say, nah, we don't want to fight, because I think the WBA purse bid for the vacant is a 50-50 split. So I don't know. Obviously, the bid won't be nearly as gigantic as the Devin Haney Keyshawn. I don't think it'll be $8 million. But there might be a possibly with Teal bid, a $2 million bid, and they get each $1 million each to go with and then fight for the belt. But, I just don't want to hear, the Schofields say that that's not enough, or they don't feel like that's enough, and they cop out the fight, bro. I would hate to see that. Shout out to Dwayne Style. He said, hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like, man. Show some love to the stream. For sure. Edward Torres said, for sure, I got MVP taking the bid. Yeah, winning that bid. For sure, man. It's me. Rock Lee said, nah, that fight can be in Orlando. Yeah, it can be in Orlando, too. I mean, Lucas Body, he ain't worried about really location, but, we are. I know I am. I'm trying to see him win the strap in Canada. That'd be nice, man. We need that for the kids up here. Boxing Wiz said, I'm taking Schofield. Body was getting cooked by Slav. Tell the surprise KO. No, that's true. That's true. I just don't know if Schofield's a more polished fighter than H2O. He might be. I think H2O was really slick up until that moment, yo. I think literally, my man Lucas Body stopped everything in that fight because he ain't been the same since, man. Shout out to G-Von, said Vegas like Keyshawn is probably Mexican boxing. He is, bro. Bro's a weirdo for real. He said, all I know is I was already going to Ryan versus Connor. Now Opata on the card. Forget about it. I'm in there. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, bro. I was actually thinking about buying the pre-sale tickets when they drop. I was like, damn, what the fuck? Like 293 to set up in the nosebleeds? I was like, this is OD. This is crazy. I'm like, no wonder why they hit, $6-something million on the gate. The prices is out the wazoo. But hey, man, who knows? Maybe convince the wife to go to Vegas that weekend. Sometimes I'm like, I'll be in fights for Vegas weekend. Like, I want to actually go to the fight just to be around Vegas. All the shit that's going on. Seeing all the people, talk to them. I think sometimes that's all right, man. But to go to the fights is definitely a whole different beast still. Definitely to be in the building is a beast. Especially a spectacle. If you can get into a spectacle, oh yeah, man. I think if I'm going to go to anyone, if we have one, it's probably going to be the Spear, bro. That's what I'm waiting on. I want to see who's going to try to put one in the Spear. I know Mayweather and Floyd. Sorry, it's the same guy. Mayweather and Pacquiao, they were talking about that, but that's not one I'd want to see in the Spear. I'm going to just keep it a buck, man. Them dudes too old, man. I don't even want to see them fight. I don't care for them. So that's not one where I'm spending big money for. Hell no. To watch Pacquiao's old ass and freaking Floyd's old ass in the Spear doing nothing. Nah, man. Give me violence, bro. But yeah, bro, we gonna talk about this guy, Keyshawn Davis, bro. What he do, man? Why he do this, bro? The man, man. I thought for sure we gonna get the fight announced the next day. So I was like, yeah, man, we got the bid now. Whatever. Keyshawn didn't get what he thought he was gonna get. He gonna take the risk. That was my whole train of thought. Oh, he gonna take the risk. He gonna take the short money to make the big money. If you really think you can beat Devin Haney, it's a no-brainer, bro. You went to purse bid, you pushed this thing, it got to this point. It didn't work out how you wanted it to work out. All right, you don't backpedal though. You gotta accept it. Okay, we fucked up. All right, man. But it's like, damn. Brig, man. This is some dumb shit. Some literally dumb shit. You literally backed out. And then not only did you back out, you trying to say you worth $1 million less than Devin Haney? Nah, bro, that don't even make sense. At least Devin Haney been on some pay-per-views. He been in some big events. He been undisputed. And what, Devin Haney, a three weight division champ? Bro, you don't even got any of them boxes. There's so many boxes that Devin Haney got above you, and you really think you worth $1 million less? But I think he said he wanted to net 5, so he wanted to make more than 6. So it's like, bro, these dudes is just, and like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy because, I think I'm going to blame, people in my age bracket, millennials. We look at Gen Zers really like, they sensitive, man. They really sensitive. So that you can't speak to them any type of way or they just going to shut down, man. So we kind of coddle these cats sometimes. A little too much, bro. Where, with us, our parents pretty much sent us outside and said, you come back before that light come on. The street lights. Those were the rules for us growing up. You can go anywhere, do anything, but you take your ass back home before them street lights pop on, or else you in trouble. So we was really outside. We was off the porch. A lot of these kids is not off the porch. And, bro, they just entitled. And we were the ones, the millennials, we gave them the dub a little early. We were trying to big them up, get their confidence up, telling people, yeah, man, they the one, they coming up. Put the batteries in their back. Now, they don't think they got to do anything. These dudes are ridiculous. Like, they've done nothing, bro, and think that they deserve everything. Like, literally, there's a whole clip now going viral of Floyd Mayweather talking about how he had to take all the speculations that Oscar gave him because he knew he was the B side. And he did it. Why? Because he said, look, if I come out on the right side of it, I'm going to be the A side. It was a passing of the torch moment. That's what it was. Floyd Mayweather does not become Money Mayweather without beating Oscar De La Hoya. It's just facts, man. That was a part of the deal. And what do you have to do? He had to go up to 154. Floyd wasn't no big dude. Never been a big dude. Never been a 54 pounder. Though he fought guys at catch weights at 52 and stuff like that. That all happened after Oscar De La Hoya. That didn't happen before Oscar De La Hoya. So Floyd, he got it out the mud. He was pretty boy. He was already established. But for him to go really on that whole face of boxing shit, I'm the guy shit, I gotta beat the guy. And that was Oscar De La Hoya at the time. And Oscar De La Hoya, as we all know, was the golden boy. He knew, hey man, I don't want to lose to Floyd. So he put the rematch clause in there too. Remember that? He put the rematch clause in. Now, shout out to Floyd Mayweather. He had somebody over there who knew how to get around the rematch clause. Because some people thought that Floyd lost the fight. I was never one of them people. But I'm just saying, a lot of people wanted to see the rematch. And Floyd, the only problem with the rematch was it still was all on Oscar's terms, from what they signed. Like he probably would have got more money for sure. Definitely would have got more money, but he still would have had to fight Oscar at 54. He still would have had to go probably be the second guy in. He still would have had to take a lot of B-side things because, Floyd, though he transcended way after Oscar, he still wasn't above Oscar when he beat him. He still had to go beat other people. So I'm just saying, Keyshawn Davis, like, bro, I don't understand why you want to put up all them videos, put up all that stink, try to tell people, Debo, you ain't this, you ain't that. Do all this, do all that. All right, I know somebody gonna bid for the fight. Now, if that bid don't come through, you're gonna get to there and say, you know what? We gonna back up. Now, I don't think that's a good risk. Nah, man. If you beat Devin Haney today, if he goes to the Hall, he's probably in. I'm not going to say he's first ballot, but he's in the Hall of Fame. So you beat a Hall of Famer in Devin Haney. This changes the whole entire way we view Keyshawn Davis. You know what I'm saying? We put him in there with some of the best 47 pounders now. Now you a 2-weight division champion. You beat arguably one of the best fighters in the sport of boxing. And now you can start to carve out your own legacy against these other names. Your contract's almost up, so your price about to double, triple. Everything just, like, to me, it's like these cats don't want to bet on themselves. That's what it comes down to. They're afraid to lose. They really scared to lose, bro. And this is where I'm like, I look at a guy like Teofimo Lopez, and look, I don't put him on that same level as Keyshawn and them. But fuck, man, at least he take the risk. He took the risk. That's what I respect T.O. for, man. He went in there with Shakur Stevenson. Put up his ring belt and his WBO belt. He took the risk, bro. Shout out to Adam Hurley in the building. What's going on? He said if Keyshawn keeps doing business like this, He'll be crushing soda cans and cutting coupons soon. Shout out to my brother, We Fight All Night TV. What up, bro? Y'all go check him out, man. We Fight All Night TV. He got a great channel. Usually, I see he covers a lot of MMA, man. So if y'all into MMA, UFC, go over there. My man got all the info, man. Shout out to Edward Torres, man. He said this dude's cooking, bro. I'm just like, man, I'm done with the dudes that are acting like this, bro. It's crazy. Like, at some point, you got to risk. At some point, man, you have to risk. If you really want to be this guy that we speak about, this guy that we talk about in different like rooms with ATGs and pound for pounds, you have to take risks, man. You just can't be out here just fighting, you know, no disrespect, near Albrights and Maduenos. Nah, bro, you got to get in the ring with the top names and shoot. You're not there yet where you can start calling shots. So you got to take short money or a little bit less for the future, bro. Shout out to Edward Torres. He said, man, I remember that Oscar Floyd fight. I was a senior in high school, and that shit was in the hallways, man, for 2 months prior to that fight. Yeah, bro, that's a big fight then, bro. Jersey Bob, you're not listening, bro. I said Devin Haney can probably go into the Hall of Fame right now with his resume. He's a 3-division champion, the youngest undisputed champion in boxing. The youngest undisputed in the 4-belt era, bro. That's got to account for something, right? So, I mean, you know, it's not about being young guys, bro. Tim Bradley's a 2-division champion. Is he not? Was he ever undisputed? No. He's in the Hall of Fame. So you can make a conversation that Devin Haney got a better resume than him, accolades-wise, already, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what you talking about, Jersey Bob. You just tripping, man. Shout out to Darius Flowers. He said, in my opinion, all undisputed champs make it. Man, it's hard to win it all in the 4-belt era because there's 4 belts. As we see with Zepeda, he literally had one and then literally lost his belts, bro, and then losing all his opportunities now. So, like, politics would be, you know what I'm saying? All right. I mean, all right, bro, I guess we got to look at people's undisputeds, bro. Like, if we could do this breakdown all day, man, if you want, you can go ahead and say that, oh, you know, Terrence Crawford fought a train wreck Earl Spence. Let's tear down his undisputed. Oh, he fought a Canelo on his last leg. If Billy beats Canelo, you guys going to start tearing down Terrence Crawford's undisputed runs? And Dongu, all 3 of them, you're going to tear them down? Nah, man, you guys not. But, I mean, some people will. Maybe you, Jersey, but I'm not that guy, bro. When people achieve things, I give them respect for it, you know? Because Devin Haney took short money to do that. Keyshawn Davis just showed us he not even willing to take risks to do some shit. So, I mean, that's just how I feel, bro. Man, undesired in 3-weight. That's why I just said politics, bro. That's why but you know what? What's understood ain't got to be explained, bro. That's why I just spoke about Zepeda not having the opportunity. He's probably a dude who should probably have 3 belts right now. He should be working on undisputed. He ain't got none. Why? Because the politics of the sport. You fighting a machine and sanctioning bodies and all that. You can't tell me that the machine wanted Devin Haney to win. Hell no, because the way Bill and Dev move, they not really a part of the machine, bro. They maneuver around. People don't like that shit. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I mean, Jersey Bob, I don't know when Devin Haney gonna retire, but, you know, God willing, we all make it to when we get to see it. We'll see if he goes into the Hall, man. I mean, I'm booking he can go into the Hall for sure. He said Haney still didn't fight Tank or Shakur, but he's a Hall of Famer. Yeah, I mean, was Shakur Stevenson not going to be a Hall of Famer either? Is Shakur not going to be a Hall of Famer today? Isn't he like a 4-division champion or 5, Shakur? He going to get in the Hall based off that. Literally. Like, man, I think what you're not thinking about, Jersey Bob, is how easy it is to get in the Hall of Fame, bro. Like, really, if you stack up accolades against certain people that are already in there, these dudes are more accomplished than some of them already. So they're going to get in just based off that. Now, I didn't say Devin Haney's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I never said that. I said he going to be a Hall of Famer. So if you don't want to comprehend that, that's on you. But that's just a fact, bro. Shakur gonna get in too. Tank Davis will probably get in. I don't know based off what he got to fight more people, but I think Tank Davis might get in too. Or is he like a 3-division champion? Oh man, fought one great fight, bro, and barely won. So you barely won. So and that guy that he fought is a Hall of Famer too. Like what you say, G-Vaughn? They just cooking himself, bro. Just cook yourself, dog.
Is anything you looking for?
Some gummies.
Gummies? Okay.
Hurry up and buy.
No. No.
Just cook yourself, bro. Cause like barely beat a Hall of Famer. Yeah, he got in there with a Hall of Famer. You see, Keyshawn don't even want to go near the smoke, bro. So it is what it is, man. He said Tank isn't Hall of Famer. Yeah, I said he may or may not. I agree. I think Tank got more work to do, in my opinion. But if I'm looking at the standard of the Hall of Fame, I don't know. He might get it. Isn't he like a 3-division champion too? Let me check what Tank Davis is. I think he's I think he won at 26, 30, and 35 or 40 or something like that. I think he's like a 3-division champion as well. And if he is, he probably gets in because there's already 2-division champs in there that, haven't been 3-division champions like Tank Davis. It's just, I'm just looking at what's in there. Hey, I'm not saying I got a Hall of Fame criteria or nothing like that. I'm just looking at the International Boxing for Hall of Fame and who is in there. And I'm saying these guys can definitely go in there because of who's in there already. That's if you're not happy about that, then you got to go ahead and take that up with the International Boxing Hall of Fame, man. Ask them why they keep putting certain people in there because I don't know. He said he beat one old Hall of Fame fighter. Doesn't make you great. I mean, all right, Jersey Bob. I mean, yeah, man. He beat one great Hall of Fame fighter, man. And he beat a bunch of champions. But I don't know, man. You got to tell me which is Sean Porter in the Hall of Fame? Let me check. Is Sean Porter? I don't know if Sean Porter ever beat a Hall of Fame fighter. You might be in the Vegas Hall of Fame. Oh, I forgot he beat Brian Norman. I mean, yeah, Brian Norman still got lots to do too. He's not really, he's a former champion. So shout out to Brian Norman Jr. He back on the horse trying to do something, but yeah, he still got to prove himself. Oh, okay. Sean Porter is not in the International Boxing Hall of Fame. He's in Nevada, though. I know Tim Bradley's in the Hall of Fame. And, his obviously claim to fame win is Manny Pacquiao. Who, a lot of people like Devin say was robbed. It's a robbery win. But who am I to say that? I actually watched that fight. I thought Tim Bradley lost, but hey, it says he beat Manny Pacquiao, so I can't get mad at that. He beat a great, a Hall of Famer. But yeah, his claim to fame is that he's a 2-division champion. He only won belts at 140, 147, and he was inducted into the 2023 class of Hall of Fame. I mean, do you want me to read through Devin Haney's accolades? Because he's a 3-division champion. I know that off the top. His notable win would be Lomachenko. Okay, he beat Marquez too, though. Shout out to Tim Bradley. Marquez one is good. But then, look at Lamont Peterson, Devin Alexander. Yeah, man, I'm just not going to hate, bro. I mean, y'all can hate. That's for y'all, not for me, bro. Being a hater was never cool to me. Yeah, I just said that he beat Marquez. Shout out to Marquez. I look at Marquez like he one of the best Mexican fighters too. So shout out to Tim Bradley, bro. Those are 2 big wins. But we gonna see. Man. Because I know one thing's for sure. Devin Haney got a whole lot of time in front of him, man. But yeah, man, let me drop these links in the panel here if you guys want to come up here and talk the boxing. Yeah, I had to open up a new server on X Spaces. I know I had the link posted to the description, but that one is no longer working because X Spaces closed on me. So we had to reopen it up. But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Show some love to the stream. We got the X Spaces link. We got the Discord link too. Yeah, man. If y'all want to come up here and chop it up, talk some boxing. We spoke about, Zepeda. Zepeda had a good win, yo. I like the Zepeda win. The Zepeda, he gonna be one of them guys that's gonna be hard to beat because of the way he fights, man. His fighting style. But hey, we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. I got Abdullah Mason beating him though, Mexican boxing. I think him and Abdullah, they can have like a trilogy, bro. Cause like I think they can both beat each other. I just think Abdullah Mason, yeah, he'll figure it out, bro. Shout out to Joe Johnson in the building. What up, Joe? Salute. We got the Discord link. We got the X Spaces link in the chat. If you want to call in, talk some boxing. It doesn't have to be about the topics I spoke about. If you just want to talk about boxing in general, be cool with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit the like button. Show some love to this stream. Get this out to the algorithm. Get some more people in here. But yeah, man, we talking this Keyshawn Davis. I don't know where he pivots to next. I think he'll be on the shelf, like some people already said. I think he'll be on the shelf, man, and that'll be it. That's where he'll go from. But we in the building, man. Shout out to I'm trying to put those links in the chat, but it's not working, man. Got my man Jersey Bob in the building. What up, champ? Gotta unmute. Can you hear me? Maybe you can't hear me. What up, Jersey Bob? I don't know why it's spinning there like that. That's weird. Yeah, we'll give Jersey Bob a little time here. I don't know why I can't hear him. But yeah. If y'all want my man said start camera. I don't know. Shout out to my guy Mick for reposting the stream. I appreciate you, bro. What's going on, Jersey Bob? Just hit the... He said they just announced the Pitbull fight. Okay. What up, Jersey Bob? Oh, man. Still can't hear Jersey Bob. Here's what I can do, though. Let's see if I could, Here, Jersey Bob, hold on, brother. Let me, sometimes, I don't know why, when I go into that screen, it doesn't work. Let me send another link in the chat here. Just check the YouTube chat, Jersey Bob, quick. My bad, brother. My bad. Rico from Naptown, what up, man? He says, salute to my boy, Ron from the 6. We in the building. That link might work out better, Jersey Bob. Let me go in there. Let me see you. Yeah, it's like a direct link right into the show, to be honest. So if y'all hit that Discord, you go right in. Boom. So they announced who's Pitbull fighting, man? Let me go check it out. I thought Pitbull was supposed to fight Gary, and then like somehow it turned into who? Man, there was another fight it turned into. My man D Block said Virgil Ortiz and Xander. Nobody want to see that, bro. Okay, development sources. Unified Cruiserweight champion David Benavidez will face champion, interim champ. Okay. Michael Cieslak in November. Oh my gosh, yo, Benavidez. Yeah, they really took his fight away from him. Because that fight ain't going to be good. Oh, Nestor Bravo. Okay, that's who you're going to fight? Pitbull Cruz and Nestor Bravo. All right. Hey, what's going on, Jersey Bob? I resent the link in the chat if you're looking for it, brother. Discord. Let's post it here. Sorry for the dead air. Discord link. There we go. Shout out to everybody on Twitch, man. And millions.co, Facebook, wherever you at watching X Spaces. Shout out to my guy Mick Doonan for reposting the stream. But yeah, we do have the X Spaces live as well as the Discord link. Shout out to the Discord, man. Yeah, Pitbull Cruz and Nestor Bravo. I mean, that's all right. I thought we'd see Pitbull Cruz in another big fight, right? But I mean, you can't give us all these big fights, bro. And then Jesus Ramos is on the undercard. All right, this looks like this is something like I thought it was possibly a TNT card, but it's not a TNT card.
What's up, man?
What up, champ?
What's up, man? How you doing?
What's going on, Jersey Bob? I can hear you now, brother.
Yeah, I'm out here walking in the rain.
Trying to get some sun.
Williams and Taylor fought a great fight.
Yeah.
So hopefully he get another big fight. He's a good fighter. I like him.
Yeah, man.
He fought. He outworked Roach. So I mean, Roach should still get another fight. I don't have no problem with Roach. He just ran into a guy who was too active. And one of them too hungry, too active, too hungry. So hopefully he can come back. But that was a great fight. Did you see the Chamberlain O'Leary fight?
No, I didn't see it earlier in the days. A lot of people said that was a great fight. That was like a fight of the year type of fight.
Yeah. You gotta watch that fight, man. That fight, man. Yeah, them boys is going at it. That was a great fight, man. That's the thing about boxing is like Keyshawn never fight again. I wouldn't care. I'm being real. There's always another dude coming up. They might not have no names because there's always some guys coming up. Keyshawn don't want to fight. He don't want the money. Go ahead then. Find another job. Boxing to keep moving on. But
yeah.
He just being foolish. So that's what it is, man. I'm a Devin Haney hater, but I'm not mad at him for the Keyshawn thing. But Devin, who's he gonna fight?
Looks like Liam Pyro. Looks like Liam Pyro is gonna be the guy.
People are saying that, but does Pyro take the fight?
Or
does he say I'd rather keep this belt for a little while?
I think Pyro takes the fight. I think Pyro, like, he already went to Matias. Like, he went to Puerto Rico to fight Matias for a belt. And yeah, he familiar with Devin Haney. They were sparring partners.
Yeah, he just won the fight in a tough fight. So I don't know if he's gonna take a fight at home and then tell Devin I'll fight you later. That way Devin's gonna be out for over a year. But maybe he takes the fight, you offer him enough money. But we gonna see. But like I said, man, I just, man, I'm 54 now, and my dad used to tell me when he was older, he's like, wait till you get older, you'll know what I'm talking about. When he was talking about Joe Frazier, Ali, and all them guys, and I'm like, but now, I mean, I watched Devin Haney. He's a good fighter, but I done seen too many that was better than him. So now I know what my dad was saying. I can't compare him. He's just not that close to them dudes I watched when I was younger. He's just not. I can't get out my mind. Ryan Garcia whooped that boy's behind. Point blank, period. I don't care what nobody says. I saw it. Whatever he was on, drugs, whatever, he whooped his behind. But they talking about how great Haney is. No, sir. Not if you lose to Ryan Garcia, because Ryan Garcia is a C-level fighter on any day. So,
I mean, Ryan got a
I just
belt,
don't want to
man.
hear about him. Ryan Garcia is a
He a
C-level
champ.
fighter. You know that.
He a
He
champ,
lost
though.
to Rolly Romero, man. He lost to Rolly Romero.
Yeah,
Stop it.
Rolly's a 2-division champ. So, like,
And he
I
can't
mean, you
fight
talking
either.
about dudes
You
who
know
losing
that.
to champs.
Their guys can't fight. They're not good. They're C-level fighters. There's all these belts that dudes are getting. So Rolly's good. Rolly's not good. I mean, I
Hey,
can't watch
man,
this dude
if he
and say he's
if
a
he
good
stopped
fighter.
Tio, what that gonna look like with Shakur?
We see.
Like,
I think he's going
this
to
is what
win.
y'all do. Y'all
But
put yourselves in these corners, bro. So now
no, I
if
watched
Rolly go out
Rolly.
here and do it, y'all gotta bite the bullet, man.
I can't get Pitbull. Pitbull was whooping Rolly's behind. He whooped him. Whooped him.
Yeah, no doubt.
Barroso was whooping Rolly's behind. Barroso was whooping Rolly.
Yeah, you
Come
talking
on,
about
man,
styles though. Like this is my whole conversation. Like Joe Frazier, he didn't get sparked out before, hasn't he? Muhammad Ali got
Against
sparked
George
out.
Foreman.
Them dudes got sparked out by
Against
somebody. Like there's always
yes, by
somebody out
dudes
there.
who could fight. Yes, they did. Against dudes who could really fight.
George Foreman done got sparked out too, man. Like you talking about dudes like they never lost or something. Like everybody got their day, man. Everybody got their style. Like it's that's what makes boxing beautiful for me to watch. That's why I watch it. Because anybody can win any given day.
But this is what I'm saying. And it is a dude like Obakar. You remember Obakar?
Nah. You gotta educate me on that.
He was Obakar was a highly touted amateur.
Okay.
And he fought a bunch of names. He never got over the top, but if Obakar was fighting now, man, he would be undisputed champ. He just came up in an era where he had to fight dudes that was better than him. But that's all I'm saying is dudes that wasn't champs back then are better than the champs that are now. And I can't get over that.
Oh, okay.
I can't get over that. Obakar is better than these dudes, and Obakar ain't had win no championship because the guys he was fighting, he couldn't beat them. But he would beat these guys easy. But it's a different era, man. We in a softer era, softer living. Boxing is different. Dudes used to be, ready to die in that ring.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Now these dudes, man, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
Nah,
these dudes, man,
I
taking a
blame
beating.
them. Actually, I blamed us. I blame the millennials. I blame my group, actually. Because like we got to really watch the last, I think, great. Like I got to watch a lot of Oscar De La Hoya when I was growing up, Roy Jones Jr.,
yeah,
Marquez, all them guys. So like we got to see it. I just feel like we dubbed these guys too early. We gave them the titles too early. So they feel like now they don't gotta work for it.
I would tell the truth. If my son, some of these fights, if he get hit, I would stop some of these fights. I'd be like, he ain't taking no more. I wouldn't let my son go through that. I wouldn't. I would let him sit down on that stool. We quit rather than take that beating. But if you go through that beating, that's where all the legends came from. They go through a beating and win.
Word.
The Gottis, all these dudes. But I can't deny, if it's my son in that ring, man, he started getting hit too hard, I'm throwing the towel in. I would. But that's what these fighters, they got the same mentality. So I can't blame them because we know about brain damage and everything else, but these dudes couldn't compete with it back then. It's a different era, man. Them dudes is crazy. We know that 15 rounds.
Yeah.
Who's fighting 5-6 times a year?
Right.
Man, it's no comparison to these
I
guys
totally
nowadays.
agree. I agree, man. I think we are in a different era, and I don't think those guys could have fought in that era for sure. But that's why I can't compare the two. I don't compare the two because I don't think they're anything alike.
So, but all right, man, I appreciate you.
Hey, I
Letting me
appreciate you
on,
too,
man. I
Jersey
know
Bob,
your
man.
family. I've seen you. Your family's in the boxing business, right?
Yeah, my dad was an Olympian. He's supposed to fight Mark Breland, man. He always tells me about that story. And then my little brother right now, he's a pro fighter. He's getting ready to fight next month here in Toronto. Yeah.
What's his record?
15-0, 12 KOs. But we've got offered fights in America. It's just they always want us to shrink down in these small weight divisions with like weeks out. They trying to,
Yeah, trying to get the advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm from Jersey. Shakur is my man. If he talk, he want to get the advantage over Devin Haney. Devin Haney's a dangerous fight. Of course, he want an advantage. So that's why he's saying 144.
For sure. I understand it.
For all them people like Shakur got options. That's what Devin Haney. Shakur go to 135 or 140.
Mm-hmm.
So he's saying I don't need Devin Haney. And she doesn't.
No, he doesn't. I would rather him just fight the guys at 40. Like I just looked at the list, man. 140 got some names there. They got some guys.
So we get in the ring. The problem is Tio loses to Shakur and get in the ring before Shakur.
Yeah.
I mean, it's with the boxing business, it's destroying boxing.
Yeah.
How that makes sense? Tio lost. He got another big fight. Shakur on Twitter.
Yeah, man.
And Shakur's my guy. He on Twitter talking. He don't have no fight. Tio getting in the ring. It's crazy out here, but all right, man, I'm gonna keep listening. Take it easy.
Hey, I appreciate you, Jersey Bob, for tapping in, man. Shout out to Jersey Bob, man. What up, Big Money?
Yo, what's going on, Ryan?
Hey, man, I appreciate you for tapping in. What's going on, brother?
Oh man, I just heard y'all talking about Shakur, man. I think Shakur signed to I think he signed to Twitter, man, because man, he gets a lot of fights on there.
He need an endorsement deal from X Space, man.
Yo, he has a lot of fights on there. He's done at least 10, 15 different rematches with Devin. And, all these guys, man. He has a lot of fights there. He's had a very successful career signed to Twitter, bro. So I gotta give.
Yeah, man.
I think we're never going to stop talking about this until we see these guys in the ring, and then I think we're going to talk more based on the performance, because the scrutiny, the level of scrutiny that Shakur, Keyshawn are going to garner based on this most recent history, this recent run of presenting themselves as wanting to fight Devin Haney, and then it turning into what we're watching unfold now. Like we're watching, I feel like the longest slow motion car accident right now, because it's just it's been unpredictable to a degree, because some of the twists and turns that we've gotten, I haven't expected. Like I didn't think I was gonna hear Shakur say what he said on Twitter with the I'll never fight you, which is kind of it wasn't that crazy.
Yeah, man. After all that, I mean, I get it, man. He want to move on, but man, what do you mean never fight? Come on, man. You know that fight's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen.
It gives me that feeling of like when you got in a fight with your girlfriend and she told you she's never gonna talk to you again.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not, and I'm not trying to cast them in the vein of a woman. I'm not even saying it from that point. I'm just saying it's like the situation. It just reminds you of that. Like, and it is kind of feminine energy to tell somebody what you're not. I'll never do. You just don't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I never wanted to talk to Ryan again in my life, I just stopped talking to Ryan.
Exactly.
And you know what I'm saying? Like we don't make a big thing out of it. We don't post anything. But that's the other thing though, Ryan. These dudes, this is the generation that they're in where this is acceptable. And like they grew up with the internet, so
right. Yeah.
From day one. So this is a part of their day, no different than when I was a kid and being outside was a part of my day.
Right.
Not being in contact with my parents was a part of my day.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Like I come from a generation where they had to put a commercial on television because that was the internet of the time to remind my parents that they had kids
Right.
and that maybe they should check to see if we're even in the house because it was 10 o'clock at night. You know, so it's just a different breed. Like I was listening, I don't know if you heard Steve Kim, but he was speaking on that situation, on this situation, and he was just saying, man, you know, if you didn't live through the better eras of boxing, like in the 80s, in times like that, where we had the Marvin Haglers, where we had the Sugar Ray Leonards, the Roberto Durans, the Tommy Hearnses of the time, then you wouldn't have a way to juxtapose or at least a reference as to what you should be expecting from boxing.
Yeah.
Because the level of masculinity just seems to have declined.
Right.
You know? And he's not wrong, bro. He's not wrong at all. You know, shout out to Steve Kemp, but like he made some really good points. And it's just sad that we have guys who want to give us less and get so much more for it.
Right.
You know, like these guys, they fight maybe twice a year, but they don't want to perform. They don't want to concede when there's an opportunity that they can use to parlay into a bigger situation for themselves. I mean, a lot of champions don't even make $3 million.
Exactly.
You know?
Yep.
They don't, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a certain amount of love. There's something that drives you in this sport that makes you want to be in it. I mean, there was a time, you know, way back when guys they were fighters and that was just what they chose to do. But they lived a regular life outside of the ring. But now we get a lot of guys since the 50s and 60s who, way more of them, who take it serious. And they're athletes. They actually care about everything concerning them when it comes to boxing. They don't just jump in the ring and because they can punch a guy out, they do it. And then they go back to drinking and smoking and womanizing and doing all kind of craziness outside the ring. No, these guys, they're real athletes. So it makes sense that now that they're doing what they're doing, that they carry themselves in a way that really is exemplary of representing the sport. And it's sad that you got guys that are so entitled right now that they feel that they should be able to do whatever they want as long as they fight occasionally.
Yep.
And by the way, I want millions to do it.
No, and that's the problem, man. The entitlement. That's the biggest issues. Like they just feel like, yeah, we should have this, we should have that. And it's like, bro, y'all didn't put in no work, man. Y'all don't deserve that. Like, put in the work. Let us crown you. You guys, there's too many guys in the game that are like self-proclaimed guys, man. I'm self-proclaimed this, I'm self-proclaimed that. Nah, man. Put in that work. Let the fans call you the face of boxing. Let people call you the best guy in the division. You know, go out there and prove it, man. Don't say it and then don't fight the guys. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean this is like the ecosystem. We talk on the internet. We have our fan base talk on the internet for us and represent us, and we all kind of have this shield around me, the fighter, where I'm the best, and I don't really need to prove it because everyone already thinks it from what they know of me.
Right.
I don't need to continue proving it. I don't need to continue solving the puzzle of, am I better than this guy? You know, whoever's in front of me, and nor do I want the best version of anybody or the best, most elite competition in front of me to compete. I just want to, you know, you guys saw me before. You know what I can do.
Yeah.
I'm the best.
Yeah. Or they doing triangle theories. Like, I don't need to fight that guy because I already beat this guy. It's like, nah, man. We need to see the styles in the ring. We need to see matchups, bro. Not everybody
100%.
beating everybody. Some guys have got other guys' numbers just the way they fight. We need to see it, man. We need to see it all play out. But yeah, man, I agree. I think like it's like you said, it's a whole generation thing. And then I was even saying, like, I kind of blame people like millennials like myself. Because, like, we try to help these kids because we already seen them. Like, they ain't got no confidence. You know, a lot of them lack confidence, stuff like that. So we try to big them up. And now their head's too big. Now they think they ain't got to work, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, it's real. And, you know, to a certain degree, every generation before has some level of responsibility with it. As to why they are the way that they are, you know, that saying, hard men make soft times.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the whole saying, but you know what I'm getting at is,
Yeah, man.
you know, it's really like that. I mean, these guys aren't coming up out of the mud with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they think that they are because, you know, you got, to some degree, some people are telling them that, yeah, you coming from the mud just because you happen to be from a really bad part of town. But, you know, if you had any sort of support system or family that cared about you enough that you were in the gym, as opposed to you know, having to get to the gym because, you know, like some sort of police program where they were like, look, we're going to lock your ass up if you get in trouble again,
Word.
or you go to this gym, you know, or something in that nature. Some, you know, most of these guys have people that cared for them. But the hard environment, the things that they idolize from what they see of these, the thugs and the gangsters and shit, they kind of want to take that personification of things and just, hey man, that's me. And it's like, no, bro, you're a gym rat. You've been a gym rat. You've been in boxing your whole life, and you're a good kid. Just keep being that. Stop trying to embody something that you know, you think we want to see based on you got money, you got enough people around you that won't tell you not to do it, and you know, you know that you got something special enough that you can sit around and tell everybody, nah, man, I'm the best. So, you know, you have they have writers. They have, like, as if they're movie stars. They got writers of, you know, a whole list of shit that they want that you need to provide before they'll even think about stepping in the ring. And it's just really, it's robbing all of us as fans that really care about the sport and want to see the highest level of competition, man.
Nah, I agree, man. And I think Top Rank will make an example of Keyshawn this time around. You know, I thought even the last time that he had the debacle in Virginia, I thought they were pretty light with that. Like, you know, they didn't make too much of a fuss of it. But I think this time around, oh man. Yeah, I think this time around it's gonna be a little rough on Keyshawn, man. He probably gonna sit out till next year. Like, I don't think we'll see him till next year.
Oh yeah, you heard what Chris Madison and these guys were reporting. They were saying 2027. They don't own the fight until then. I'm like, oh man.
But that's his fault, because clearly it's his fault. Like, he got a dumb contract. They said they only gotta give him one fight a year. That's his contract. Like, what? What up, Vega?
To think they would give him all that money to jump in the ring with this guy, and he said no. Part of the punishment, I'm gonna let Vega get going because I know he ready. But part of the punishment, I think, was the Nahir Albright rematch. And I was joking last night. What if the next punishment isn't to sit out, but to put him in there with Quentin Randall?
Ooh, yeah, because you're always gonna look bad against Quentin for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I got a super chat. Shout out to Jersey Bob, man. Appreciate you, bro. He said Davis with 24 rounds with a full-time nurse. Mid.
Damn.
I mean, he ain't lying, man. Shout out to Jersey Bob, bro.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
What up, Vega? What up, bro? Oh, I guess he's just on mute. He must be doing something.
Yeah, he's muted.
Yeah. Shout out
probably
to
trying to get it. Yeah, he's probably getting situated.
Yeah.
I was fucking around on my phone. Going on? Good evening. What up, y'all?
What up, champ?
What's going on, Vega?
Chilling, bro. Just you know, I was starting off at an appointment, so I'm chilling in the car, bro. Just listening to what y'all was rapping about a little bit. So, man, salute to y'all.
Yeah, man. Like, a lot of like. You think Abdullah Mason could grab the mantle now, Top Rank? Is it there for him to take now? Now that Keyshawn fucking around.
No, man, the way you framed it, I think you make it pretty easy to say yes, to be honest. It's kind of funny, right? You could argue the changing of the guard happened in Norfolk when he went ahead and became main event because Keyshawn, refused to make weight. With the other shenanigans that occurred, after. Abdullah Mason has shown you he's a true professional. He doesn't have to be all hoorah and be bug-eyed and, do all these lame call-outs. He's himself. He has a great family, great team around him that believe in him, that have shown you they can make adjustments on the fly. That, bro, I can just go on praises about him and his family to keep it real. But you've seen what they did July 4th. I mean, it was a beautiful American celebration, and they put him. They could have chose anybody,
Yeah.
and they chose him, and he delivered. Especially how people were, maybe not really satisfied with how the undercard was going in terms of excitement. He did it. He was, he didn't have that fight in hand for the first half, and he turned it up. And he gave us what you want. You want to see this young man in front of your eyes mature and show you, not just show will, but skill. And that's what he did to secure that stoppage. So I think the changing of guard has been going on. And 4th of July, it was solidified. And with this recent, what do you want to call this? recent stunt by Keyshawn, I think it's showing they made the right decision by putting him on that. The first one to do the TNT with the zone. The Top Rank was chosen, and they chose him. And I think the sky's the limit with this kid. So I'd say put your chips on red, and let's see how Abdullah Mason, how far he can go, because it's looking bright. It's looking very, very bright.
Hell yeah, man. I think you're right, bro. I think you hit all the points, like especially with them picking him for July too. Like that was dope, man. I haven't really seen a fight on July 4th like that in a while, man. I'm always surprised why they don't do that date. Like, they do Cinco de Mayo. That's a big one. So why not do 4th of July, man? Boxing's big in America.
Yeah, no, they tried Juneteenth, and that hasn't really stuck.
Yeah.
They try to put it behind the Charlos, but they're just so inconsistent. Like I said, they've really catered to like to people that that are Mexican descent. And I think Abdullah Mason helped change that with his performance and them, maybe making this a yearly thing on TNT. Maybe those will be synchronized. Abdullah Mason, 4th of July.
Right. That's what he should try to capture. I mean, go his own lane, man. Make your own, your own lane. Be the guy that's fighting on July 4th, yo. So the kids talk about July 4th. Yo, you remember Abdullah fought so-and-so. Make that a whole date, man. I think they could do that. Like, I'm surprised no, like, American fighter has really tried to jump on that date like that. Like, I thought Floyd would have been the guy, but I guess not.
I think for Floyd at that time, it was about taking over the spot that people knew. You know what I mean? Like it's been established, so you take that spot over. Whereas with Abdullah, to you guys' point, yeah, I think that would be awesome if he, 4th of July. Can you? I think I like looking forward to 4th of July fights. Just thinking about it, that would be dope. Why not?
Especially if you could bring that thing to Vegas. Oh man.
Oh man, that'll be lit. That's a whole new set of, man. I can't even imagine how deep it could get.
Nah, I agree, man. So do you think like Top Rank tries to get Keyshawn beat before the deal's done? Cause like I don't know how they're gonna actually invest in him moving forward. Like I would be surprised if they do.
Oh man. I don't know, man. That is a good question. Like, do you want to? I mean, he doesn't have a WBO belt. You know what I'm saying? Like, that I think that's the norm. Like, if you had a belt, they want to at least try and get it off of you before you leave. But he doesn't have a belt, so it's like at this point they've been pissed off before. I would assume by other fighters. Maybe they've never been pissed off this bad. So who knows, man? I don't know what sort of like what do you do with him? That's why I brought up the Quentin Randall thing. I know it was kind of funny, but I'm like, yeah, he'll look really bad in there with Quentin Randall, like a lot of guys. Now that would also be his opportunity to maybe look amazing. do something that no one else has done. Maybe stop Quentin Randall or make Quentin Randall quit, and then, bam, your name is back up. Who knows what sort of opportunity that could be for you. But if I just wanted to punish him, yeah, I'd put him in there with a guy like that.
Yeah, man. What about Rohan Polanco, yo?
I think that would make sense to me because it's like you don't really have anything going on with the guy. He's pissed you off a little bit,
right?
So
yeah.
I mean, if anything, you put them together. Whoever wins, you kind of just move on. The guy that loses, you can just get rid of him. At the end of the day, I mean, the truth is that Keyshawn Davis, no matter what, still has potential, not just to be obviously a top fighter in whatever weight class he's in, to sell tickets in Norfolk. It's just, I don't think people I think, Ryan, you understand. It's hard. It's difficult to let go of somebody, to first of all sell tickets, and then just to let them go. Like this guy can go to Norfolk and sell 6, 7, 8, 10, 12,000 tickets possibly, and then you can obviously branch off into the local region and then to the national stage, just off of 2-3 fights, and then that's now you're talking millions of dollars he's producing with sponsorships and gate and all that. So it's kind of hard, but at the end of the day, it's like, what are we doing? How many times we're going to get, upset and basically our hearts broken? Because I mean, the kid's got it. No one can say he doesn't. It's right. I think he's proven it. At least he's giving you the sparks. I think everyone can agree with that. He's taking 2 rocks and you see the sparks, so the fire can be started. It's just getting him to get to that point and maintaining him there. It's a difficult thing, man, especially when you want a big personality, but then you have to deal with a big personality.
Yeah.
No, I get you. I'm wondering, how do you balance keeping him a guy who can sell out in a local or regional area and possibly get him to constantly do that, or to get him to do that and then not give him better opportunities because you know what I'm saying? Because you feel like you've got such a bad track record with him that you don't want to give him something really good that he could possibly muck up at the last minute like he's done before. You know what I'm saying? Like in the ultimate power. Yeah, so it's like, how do you balance that as Top Rank? Like we don't want to get rid of the guy, to your point, because he can sell tickets and things of that nature. But then, we don't want to say, okay, here's another good opportunity, because they've been giving it to the kid. They've been giving him lots of great chances, and man, has he self-sabotaged so well. Like he's exquisite with self-sabotage.
Yeah. Really, man, especially this one. I don't know how he's gonna come back from. Like, shout out to Jersey Bob. He said he's not interested no more in Keyshawn. I think a lot of people are like that too. Like, they're just not interested in him anymore. So it's like, man, who you gonna fight now to get us interested in?
But this, Ryan, you really want to be done with him, or you really want to capitalize? Where else can you do but put him in Black Hollywood? You put him in Atlanta, and you have Brian Norman Jr. If the matchmakers think, listen, he has an opportunity, we know Brian Norman.
Yeah.
We know who he is. He is an extremely hard worker. You seen it. You stand in front of him, you won't get knocked the fuck out. He was a Haney fighter when he got dropped. He came back and at least he competed.
Right.
This kid, win or lose, you can keep him. You can still build, but you can also make an event out of it. The biggest issue is you got to make sure you put Rohan or Tiger the co-main against some guy that is cheap, just in case Keyshawn Davis does something nuts, and you got to pull him.
Yep. I agree.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, but it's, I get it. Are they going to be that creative? Do they even care enough to do this? To put something like that together. I mean, I would hope that they have some sort of plan for the guy.
Yeah, man.
Do they care enough about him right now?
Yeah. Right now he's in the doghouse, man.
That's the issue. They probably don't care. They're like, yo, man, you gotta figure out how to get past this guy, get away with him. Cause like they did this with Berlanga too. Like they cut him when he was undefeated, man. He didn't do no stupid stuff like this. He just, he bit Angulo, and they're like, nah, he ain't it no more. We gotta figure out how to get rid of this guy. But Keyshawn still sells more.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they saved some money by not paying them for the De Los Santos situation. Because he did, to Ness made that point before. He said, yeah, well, he already sold the tickets. So, it's not like it was a complete wall. It wasn't like it was they were upside down.
Yeah. Dealing
with him in that situation. But yeah, how many chances do you give a guy? Now, some fighters, people just love, like he said in his live stream, somebody loves me. I mean, to a degree, you gotta wonder if he's got a little bit of that somewhere.
He ain't lying.
He's still here. Like, we're still talking about him as much as we, even to give the energy enough to say I don't want to see him anymore. He's still. His name is out there, and I think that's one of the most important things in this game. Because again, it's not like I said this earlier. It's not like we get 72 games a year to watch these guys. We get 36 minutes at best, because it could end in a second. The first punch could end it. So we have to have something to go on by for us as fans, and the same thing for them. And they need us to be talking about him. So he's still at least got that. So it's like, wow, bro, for a guy in the position you're in, you are pretty lucky, man. I don't know. Somebody might be looking out for you.
Hey, man. I wish they would have bid higher so we could have had that fight. But hey, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the money was good. I thought for sure he was going to take it. I was like, all right. Probably not what he was looking for, but the reward if you win is definitely much better on the other side. You come out way better.
Yeah, and a name like Devin Haney, bro. There's no looking back. Meaning you beat him. There are bigger paydays. I don't care that there are some guys who don't see giant paydays even when they beat the one example I heard someone say was Bivol and Canelo. Well, guess what? Bivol is a guy that doesn't speak English and he's on the other side of the damn planet. Keyshawn is smack dab here in America with top rank,
right?
And he's front and center. And beating a Devin Haney is a big thing, especially now. With as hated as he is, please, paydays are coming.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And there's probably a rematch clause too. So it's like you get a chance to do both. Do it twice, man.
Vegas made a good point. Even if he lost, hell yeah. Even if he fucking loses, you're right. There was, what was it? Steve Kim was talking about where Evander Holyfield was supposed to be negotiating the fight for Mike Tyson, and thought he got in a shouting match with Don King immediately. Like they just couldn't agree on the money for the opportunity because obviously he wanted more, and they said his manager pulled him to the side and was like, "Hey, look, you can either get everything you want right here for this first fight, or you could take this short, and I can negotiate everything that you want in a rematch."
Yeah, exactly.
And they're gonna give it to us because Don King thinks you're a dead man already.
Yeah, exactly.
And he said what Evander Holyfield said? He said, "Look, you go ahead and talk to him. I'm gonna go dancing." Like he just left, and that was probably the best decision that he made because what was it? I think he said he earned in that second fight like $30 million or something. Which is that was an obscene amount of money for back then.
Oh yeah,
and it's like you got to have that kind of. You need somebody in your corner that's telling you positive things or things like that you might not otherwise think, because in the heat of the moment, you're thinking about, this is my ass. This is my life on the line. This is my profession. I think I'm the best and I should get everything that I want. And sure, we all feel that way. But there's as they say, there's more than one way to skin a cat, man. You gotta entertain some of the options.
Yeah.
And I don't know what Keyshawn, man. It just seems like he was just dead set on, I need all of my pay now. Like he was betting on maybe I might lose as opposed to I know I'll win.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, man. It looked like he really was like, okay, how much do I want to sell my O for? Instead of saying, yo, let me go take Devin's O and get double or triple on the back end. It's like, man, like this guy don't want to take a risk. And it's unfortunate because I thought, people say Keyshawn is cut from the, T-Bud Crawford blood. But, man, I think Crawford would have, he probably would have took the opportunity if it was given to him at this point in his career. 15-0, man. Like, how are you even?
Bro, he said he was better than Crawford.
Yeah, that's what you try to say. That's wild.
He said that.
Yo, he's crazy for that. Yo, he said he's better, and he wouldn't even do Crawford shit. He would never go up and fight Canelo.
I mean, like I said, man, there's a certain level of entitlement with this current batch of fighters that is unlike what we've seen in the past, and it's pretty sad because it makes boxing look soft.
Yep.
It makes it look soft, man. These guys they argue online all day, like
all the time, bro.
Girls.
If you follow them,
they're like
oh my
girls.
gosh, bro, they crazy.
It's like a typical day in high school for teenage girls.
Man,
just arguing and bickering, bro.
Yeah. And then they got their fan bases. Yo, their fan bases be the worst. Like, oh my gosh.
It's all right. Oh
yeah,
you're
so grown men. Yo, that's wild, bro. Grown men, arguing with other grown men online about fight. Yeah, guys they never met, dog. Oh my goodness.
That's why I tell you, man. I would never be a fan of an athlete, man. I can appreciate all of them.
Right.
We have to be real here. Like, they can't take it that personal. At the end of the day, bro, like what you do in the NBA, I'm gonna like it and I'm gonna like watching when you're an all-star.
Yeah.
And when you're a bench player, it's just not the same. Like, it's just the truth. It's not that I'm saying you're not a good person or not, but I liked you for your great talent. Your talent has diminished, so now it's just not the same.
Yeah, we on to the next guy, man.
That's right.
Oh man,
that's the way it goes.
What do you guys think about Keyshawn's coach saying that Devin should have took some money out of his purse and gave it to Keyshawn?
Hey.
Yeah, he's I mean, that's the best way to put it. Just spit the fuck out of it. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. We in prize fighting, bro.
Why don't you move your right foot to your left foot? The fuck?
Yeah, I didn't know we were investing together in something. I thought this was prize fighting.
Right.
Why don't you tell your company to fucking believe in you more with your finances? Because I'm good over here. Imagine that shit. Like, yo, hey, you're making this amount of money, Target. Can you give me over here at TJ Maxx a little bit of money so I can compete with you? The fuck?
Yeah.
But it's real. Like that's a real sentiment.
Yeah, he said it. He said that was really serious. Like he really meant it. That was no joke he was saying. I was like, wow, like this where we at?
Bro, I kept it because I thought it was hilarious. In my Cash App, which I have shut down. I remember someone sending me a message because I at one point I wasn't paying attention to the Cash App because I didn't really use it, but I kept getting the notices about it a decline, and I kept looking like someone. I'm like, I haven't been to Panera in years.
Oh shit!
Why am I being denied at Panera? It kept popping up, and of course it was denied because I had it. Like I said, the car was locked. I don't use it, and even if it wasn't locked, bro, there's no money because I didn't put any money. I don't use that card. And then I get a message one day, and I kept it. I wish I could find it real quick, but I'll just give you the basic sum of what it said. It said, can you please just let me get $25? I just need to get gas money and something to eat while I go to work today. Please, with the prayer hands emojis. And I can only imagine, I was like, this has got to be the person that's been trying to scam my car.
No way.
But it's the entitlement. The entitlement. freaking actually reach out to me and say,
Right.
"Can you give me something I have not earned?" And it's like, this is what we're seeing
Yeah.
in these guys today, and it's fucking crazy because to me it's crazy, but to them this is normal.
It's every day for those guys, man. I like the fact that his coach just gotta stop talking, man. If that's how he gonna be speaking, because first they said, the Haneys was gonna duck the smoke. Cool, man. Didn't happen. Anyways, we went to Perspit. But I thought that was it. I was like, all right, we're not going to hit. The next announcement we'll hear is obviously the fight. But, bro, I would never jump online after that. I'm sorry. If Keyshawn ducked the smoke, I'd be in a hole somewhere, bro. I'd be like, nah, fuck this shit. Think I'm going to go up online, look crazy with this guy? Like, hell no, man. Like, he going to have to explain. He got to come out and explain. I'm not going to be explaining for him. Like, what the hell? I'm not going to be saying you got to take stuff out of Devin Haney's purse, man. That's insane. Like, that's crazy, man.
And they're grown. Like, bother them. Yes. Send them a fucking video. Send them a Cash App request.
It almost didn't feel serious because it's like, you look at where you're saying this.
Yeah.
Did you contact them? Did you have your lawyers contact their lawyers and say, this is something that we think is important, so why can we work something out on the person? Like, you didn't do that. You said it on Mill City Boxing.
Yeah.
Like, how do I take you serious when this is the way you chose to do? Like, did you think that somehow the public pressure was going to make Devin change his mind? Like, Devin Haney has survived a terror campaign of, you got knocked out by Ryan. You got knocked out by Ryan. You're lying.
Mm-hmm.
You put the drugs in his. He survived that and did not succumb to the pressure because he was raised by a man who taught him how to be one and how to deal with his emotions and deal with this kind of thing so he can mitigate fools who think that they're going to influence them because they get influenced by the things that other people say about them on the internet.
Right.
Did you really think he was going to change his mind and say, well, you know what, that's it. I'll just give him a couple of $1 million and then we're good.
Right. Yeah. Come on, man. And his coach gotta be ashamed, bro. Cause man, you supposed to hit up Keyshawn and be like, yo, this is on you. You gotta go tell the world what's up, man. I'm not finna be over here and be a crash test dummy for you. Sound dumb as hell on the internet, cause that's what he sound crazy, man. Can you come on, coach? Can you imagine another grown man coming and being like, yo, I think you should pay me a little bit more for being in the gym here. I mean, I know I'm late every day. I know I half-ass when I'm here, but I think I deserve more. Nah, you're not going to give that coach more money if he's not worth it. Come on, man. Keyshawn, he rolled the dice. It didn't go right. Shit, man. Sometimes you just got to keep walking through that door and see how you come on the other side. But he didn't even want to do that. So it's like, damn, bro. Did all that rah-rah talking for no reason.
I choose to say I think his coach is shameless. I think he's shameless. Listen, isn't he still on probation with Keyshawn? This is his first year.
Oh, you right. Yeah, he just became. Yeah, he just got back. Yeah, he's trying to stay on the good side. That's why he's doing that.
That's what I would think. I'm not gonna stand up. That's not in my job description, Keyshawn. I can't say that. I'm gonna get online and I'm gonna do it. What? You want me to go on Mill City?
Oh,
and then
man.
Of course, he's thinking about himself too, right? Because it's his face out there.
Yeah,
so he's thinking that he's cooking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he does think he's cooking, which is nuts. He double backed on it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy. Come on, bro. It's a terrible conversation to even have, man. Come on.
and Mill City he's pretty good at, and I say the word, meaning the words at, because he's gonna pull out all the tabloid shit, because he'll sit there and give you and just let you keep going. He'll let you keep pulling the rope until your legs are dangling off of the damn. He doesn't. He's with it because it's more views. And shout out to him. I mean, he gets a lot of coaches, a lot of fighters, and it's always good content. I like watching it. But man, if you're not careful with the words you choose to speak, oh yeah, you're gonna look like Keyshawn's coach, man. And
man.
you're gonna you know, you're gonna have us talking about you like, whoa, this guy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, man. I don't know where that guy came from. I don't even know why he double backed on it. I don't know if he's still tripping. I don't know if he's still on Mill City. He got to stop though. It's like I saw a tweet. Somebody said like this is kind of looking like when Brian Norman Jr. was, on the campaign against Devin Haney, and then he went goat side.
You mean Senior?
Yeah,
Senior was going out.
Yeah, it was Senior was all online. They're saying this is the same type of thing, but I think it's different still. At least Senior got the fight done. They got the fight done, man. This fight ducked, bro. This fight's gone. They trying to act like it's still here. Nah, man, this shit's done.
No, you're right, but it doesn't change the fact that his coach is still going to go on Mill City. Like Mill City is like the I'm 22 of what we got going on in boxing, or Vlad T, or better yet, Vlad TV.
Yeah, you go there and snitch on yourself.
Guys, they
Is that where Hitchens went?
Nah, that was that Fight Hub? Yo, that was a different one. He was
Okay,
definitely snitching too,
yeah,
though.
That was crazy.
He was snitching.
That
Sure.
was insane.
Right. That was nuts.
Like, to your title, man. Oh, I'm sorry. You keep going.
No, good.
Nah, man. Honestly, bro, like, I'm gonna keep it real. We gotta stop giving these guys attention so they can stop the fucking weird behavior. Like, I'm gonna keep it. That's literally how you exterminate a behavior. Is you correct it. They're not seeing change behavior, and you ignore it, and that you put it in. It's called extinction. That's what it's called. So that's one way for extinction. But anyways, in reference to your title, man, stock down for Roach. I mean, it's hard to say no, but people are going to have such a negative connotation of that. I mean, the truth is, it's a third fight without a win.
Yeah,
but then he actually has a loss, and it's a clear after competing with Tank, where most people felt that he deserved the knockdown to get him the win.
Yep.
And then Esau Cruz, I actually heard more people think he won that fight, but they gave it a draw. Good fight, right? So 2 good fights where he showed he can compete at any level. So basically, I mean, as that fight went on, it got worse for him. So you can say for sure he got dominated. I think I've heard scorecards from some people said 7-5, which I thought was a little crazy. But that's if you give all the close rounds to Roach.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, like literally, you're like,
yeah,
I let Roach. I give him one of the close rounds. But I mean, that was literally like a 9-3 fight. I think I had it 8-4. But 9-3, and I've heard 10-2, which
I had it.
If you give all the close rounds to Zepeda, I mean, if you want to go crazy 7-5, you got to go 10-2, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the point is, yeah, you got to say it stocks down, but it's what, and it's kind of hard for me to be like, well, where does he go from here? Listen, he can fight anybody. I mean, he's with Pro Box. He has his own promotion. He has PBC. We saw Jonas, freaking Sam Watson, TGB in the corner together. That was. Honestly, I'm not gonna. That shows you, man. Roach, he has the ability to work with multiple people, and he has people in his corner. Like they all didn't have to go, and they all chose to. They all were behind him. They believed. Yeah. They wanted to be in the winning corner.
Yep.
And this was a Golden Boy show, so that's so many multiple different manager, promoters, whatever you want to call them, advisors. He could fight. It feels like he can go anywhere, and he's going to have support. And I think he can compete with anybody. He's that good, but is he that good to win? And I'm sorry to say, right now, you have to go with no until he actually gets the win. He hasn't won in 3 fights.
Exactly.
He's not a good fighter, but he can't get over the hump. And it sucks because we can't forget he was a world champion. He beat the defending champion, a guy that went up and fought the great Tank Davis, as people would say. So he has a title. He checks all the boxes for people that say you got to take the belt from the champ. You have to defend it. We want to see you get knockouts. He's done it all. We want to see you fight someone that we think is pound for pound. He's done that. He's moved up multiple weight classes. But it's just he's missing one thing, and that's the big win. The Isak Cruz would have been a big win, and he couldn't do it. The Zepeda fight, if it wasn't a big win, it would have led to another big fight for sure.
Yep.
I believe.
Or Stevenson, apparently.
He talks exactly. He talks so much about he can go up to 47 beforehand, and he stood on it. He's worried that he's gonna fall into the biggest check game and jump to 47. There's good action at 35. I would just say, man, let things settle. Let guys do a Keyshawn and price themselves out. Let guys win. And I think we'll have a better idea of what could be next for him. But, I mean, there's obviously the rematch of Isak Cruz if he gets past, which is expected for him to beat up the Puerto Rican Nestor Bravo. You know, that's the expectation. I would push for that rematch because, I mean, who is Isak Cruz going to beat at 140? He's so little.
Yeah, I don't even know why he's there.
Yeah. And the champion's Dalton Smith. Like, we just saw what he did to Sabriel. Like, what do you think he's going to do to little Isak? Like, come on. So the rematch was it was a great event. It was a great main event, right? It had a great energy. I don't see why. I mean, that's what I would be shooting at, to right that wrong and go from there. But I mean, there's so many options. And salute to Zepeda because, I mean, what a performance! Yeah, for him to just clean up his punches, and show more of a cerebral approach. I mean, because he still threw almost 900 punches, but you could just see his skill and his IQ at work, and their game plan, their execution. I mean, salute to Zepeda. That was a great win. And now it's so fun. Before it was, Zepeda, who is he? He's not that good. So now everybody's talking about him and giving him grace when he should have got grace the whole time, just because he got knocked down and it was the guy that they say is a pillow puncher. I mean, unfortunately, these things can happen. He still won those fights, though controversial. He still if you're a numbers guy, he put the most hands on Shakur Stevenson in his career. Yeah. And was maybe the second closest of it. And now look at him. Now he's got one of those shiny belts that everyone loves.
A green belt.
We all love that belt.
Yeah,
I'm trying to bring you in, man. I know I be on the team, but as far as teams are concerned, I say, look, you share a common opponent in Tank. Why don't they get you, meaning Lamont Roach, and your fellow 2 draws and a loss brother Mario Barrios? Put you on the card as the main and co-main, have Mario Barrios with Rashidi Ellis, and have Lamar Roach fight somebody like I don't know, Jack Rafferty or Jen Sasaki. There you go. And then we can just we can try and market that. We can try and put a package together of that. I think somebody might care enough to look at it and say, look, we got 2 guys, 2 draws and a loss, and they're in the main event. Maybe that's maybe that's worth like a pro box $5 pay-per-view. What do you think?
That's a free to zone. Give it to us for free.
I'm not what you're selling.
I'm not doing the $5. No, I mean, obviously I'm messing around, but it's just when I'm looking at the situation, it's like, yeah, where do you go? Where do you go with this? I mean, I know Mario Barrios moved up to 54, but I'm just not anticipating any sort of real announcement, because it's like, what is he gonna do? Like, this is the formula. You moved up again. Like you 2 draws and a loss. Like, I think that stigma stays with you because you gotta win. And who do we put you in there that people aren't gonna criticize if you do beat them? It's gonna be something that they're gonna say, yeah, well, look, that was a cherry pick. You did that just to get him. And there's nothing wrong with putting a guy back in the win column. It's just there's a very unique situation that they both find themselves in.
Do we think Lamont can go back down to 30, or he's been up too long?
I think so. He's built his body really well to make 140 and 135. I think he'd be I think it'd be too much for his body.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might be right, man. It's he's getting up there. Not that he's old, but it's just I just don't know. I don't know about going back to 130. That might be risky.
Yeah, I just feel like his power didn't really translate in the fight. Like Zepeda didn't. This dude didn't back up at all, bro.
And did you notice that he? Yeah, good.
Yeah, usually when you're getting countered, it makes you think a bit. But nah, this dude, he was getting countered and he was still walking through it, which I thought he would. But I was like, man, eventually he's gonna back up. But it was like, nah, he didn't back up at all. Like, fuck, Lamont was even surprised. It was like, damn, this dude's a Terminator.
Yeah, he was. I think he thought he was gonna like turn the tide with one of those well placed, counters where he catches him, and it didn't do anything.
Right.
But you should know early on in the fight, if a guy doesn't respect your power, that it's not gonna work. These one shot, counters, and he kept going back to the well throughout the fight. It was like, dude, it's not working. And the thing is, if he even said it at the end, like he was one of the more honest post fights. Shout out to guys like him and Xander Zayas, man.
Yeah,
super honest in the post fights. And he said, yeah, we thought it was a one trick pony. It's like, well, how did that turn you into a one trick pony? Like how did that make you limit your own, options on how to beat the guy? And I and that's why I kind of developed my opinion that maybe his IQ he doesn't have this high IQ. And maybe, he stepped in there, even though he stepped in there with guys like Tank, it didn't really change much for him. I mean, some guys, I guess, benefit from that kind of experience and some guys don't. I really think William Zepeda did, stepping in there with Shakur, because he was boxing really well. And you could tell some of the influences that he picked up in fighting Shakur. And hats off to him, man. He did the job, and he deserves that win. Is Lamont? It just goes back to Lamont. Like, what do you do? Right. I don't think you go down. I hope you don't go up. But where do you go? Where do you go? I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough, man. And like you said, the adjustments were made because I watched the Shakur and Zepeda fight. And you just see how straight up and down Zepeda is. And in that Lamont fight, my man was off to the side where you're supposed to be, punching with the left to the body, rotating around, catching Roach as he's trying to go around, beating him to the spots. Like, I was like, holy crap. Like, footwork was definitely used as a tool that, I mean, what was he, a year out, Zepeda? He worked on his footwork, though. He was, like, great on his feet right from the start. And I was like, damn, like, if Lamont don't go to the body and slow this dude down, it's gonna be a long freaking night. Like, and he didn't go to the body early. He went a little later in the fight, but by that time, I was like, this fight's done. Like, Zepeda's already put in the work, man. He's already battered up Roach. Roach was never extremely hurt, but like, when you're just getting beat on like that, man, like sometimes it's better to get knocked out. Like that shit's not fun.
Yeah, Zepeda, he went to the body. That step back was beautiful. I was like, man, that reminds me of what Shakur was doing to him. It was just he did the right things at the right time. Like he showed IQ. And if you said that Roach would have won this fight, if you just said, hey, Roach wins, see Roach in El Camarón or land Roach in Lamont, you would have been right to say that Roach won, because he definitely, El Camarón, did what he was supposed to do in there, and he actually exceeded expectation, because I don't think many people thought his style. I didn't think his style was going to change. I thought he was just going to be himself, like he normally is. Man, he made a fool out of me and a lot of people.
Yeah. No, he did, man. He did. And the work rate was still there, not as like crazy volume as he usually is, but I mean, still like 900 punches or something like that. Like, man,
I thought it was a good idea what he did, that he didn't start out that way. He warmed up. I think when he
Yeah.
got to like the third round, and then he started letting it go. It was like, oh shit. Like he got to see the best that Lamont had, and then he turned it up on him, and it was like Lamont couldn't keep up. Great
Nah, for
performance.
real, man. It's for real. Damn, man. So it looks like that the Anthony Joshua and Fury's gonna land in the Garden. Wonder how the
Weird.
Wonder how the UK people feel about that. That's messed up, bro. Like their whole fan base is in the UK, been supporting them guys forever. For them to bring the biggest fight, that's like that would be like equivalent to like if Earl Spence and Crawford was brought overseas. Like y'all would be pissed. Like
yeah,
their whole career
100%.
been in America. You know, been supporting them, especially AJ. I think he only had the one fight in US, which was at the Garden, right? Well, I guess two now. Jake Paul, if you count that.
Yeah, two. I can't wait to hear Eddie's interview because I know he's going to go into it because he's been the only one speaking against this, and rightfully so. He's been the one saying, look, if they want to renegotiate the contract, he's been saying this since the Boost fight because they've been asking him. They asked him at the post-fight presser.
Okay.
And I remember listening to that being one of the areas that people wanted to go to, as opposed to, because that was one of the, and I'll get off of the sidebar for this in a minute. But it was, people were like, yo, why the hell, people from Boost's team were like, why the fuck didn't anybody say congratulations? Like they wanted to talk to Eddie about a million other things, that being one of them, that where the AJ Fury fight lands.
Yeah.
And had him going through how the contractually obligated to have that fight in the UK because that's what it was. That's how it was signed before, and that he would and again, to that point, he's been saying over and over. He's just been repeating it. Listen, if they want to renegotiate, so now I want to know: was there a renegotiation, or are we going to get a lawsuit from Matchroom at some point because of this situation developing the way that it is? Yeah, I'll just keep my ears out.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It sounds like Turkey Al-Sheikh was trying to cater to the American public, but I guess Wembley Stadium has curfews and all that stuff. I don't know how you how you gonna get past like drinking that early in the morning, like 4 a.m. and stuff like that. Just a lot of shit they got to deal with from the venue and probably the laws within the UK. So it's like, damn. If we bend it for this fight, then it's like all these other big events that come after. Because I know soccer is huge over there. It's like, hey, you got to bend it for everything else now. You open up that floodgate. So we'll see what Turkey could do, man. I don't know why they would put that fight in America, though. I feel like it deserves to be in the UK, and I would like to see it in a stadium, man. Just that whole vibe, that whole stadium vibe. I love it, man. And that'd be cool if they could put it in a stadium over here in the US. That'd be honest. That'd be good. I think SoFi was spoken about it, but maybe if they said Allegiant, that would make sense.
Constellation
doesn't make any sense here at all.
No. The
we don't
fight,
need to,
yeah.
Yeah, changing the times don't make any sense. Like how many viewers, how many more subscriptions, how many pay-per-view buys are you going to get in addition because you moved it to the US to compensate Americans? You're probably you're losing.
Yeah,
you're losing so much by trying to cater to us North Americans. It doesn't make any sense at all. We don't provide any real value as fans and supporters of boxing to that fight.
Yeah, I agree.
And then add to that I don't really care.
Shout out to Scotia Boxing. What up, bro? He said, I wish Turkey would put money behind Keyshawn Haney fight so we can get it. Yeah, man. Turkey didn't want to bid on it. He didn't want to bid on it.
Interesting he didn't, because they both have been on, Turkey-led shows.
Right. Both of them.
I wonder how much of this is research that because notice he's kind of strategically stayed out of a lot of good ones lately.
Yeah.
It makes me
Yep.
wonder if this is kind of like some sort of research into the marketing, like thinking like what fights deserve it, who's clamoring the most for the money. It reminds me of that scene in The Wire where Stringer Bell is explaining to Avon's nephew, what you do is you cut off all of the guys that you got running for you. You don't pay them. You tell them you don't have any money, and then you see who comes to you first. And
Word.
the guy, pay attention to the guys that don't come to you, because those are the guys you need to pay attention to. Those guys are the ones who may be skimming off of the top, taking some money. Now, obviously, we're not talking skimming money here, but we're just speaking about paying attention to the people who you normally employ. And from Turkey's perspective, he's paid out a lot of these promoters to pay fighters to get fights done. So I think he's, to a certain degree, maybe paying attention to who's, who needs that money. Where is it? What fights would benefit the most? And you need to hear the public outcry, right? Because when he doesn't put money behind fights, what do? We get online and we say, for the ones that we care about, the fights we care about, we say, man, why doesn't Turkey put some money? Why don't they go to Turkey? And then I think that they're taking in all of this data, right? Because it's valuable. And then at some point or another, we'll start to get Turkey backing fights that we want, and it'll be like it's kind of like when we have a conversation about open-toed sandals, and then all of a sudden you see that on your feed. They give it right to you in the algorithm. So I think maybe he's just trying to get in line with the algorithm for boxing fights, if you will, and the fights that make sense for him. Because there was a time when he was just throwing money to everything, but now he's being way selective, and I can appreciate it.
We only got 3 ring cards this year so far, so definitely scaled it back too. Like, we haven't had any like loaded ones really. We had the Barrios and Ryan, then Benavidez, and the Shakur and Teo. Those 3. Leonard Sterling said AJ has not agreed to New York yet. Netflix wants it in the U.S., so it will be in the U.S. Yeah, man, they got to figure that out then, because I think AJ, he's exclusive to the zone, so yeah, maybe they're going to pay him some more to bring it over the pond. I don't know. That'll be interesting. Scotia Boxing said this year has been a shit year for boxing. Yeah, bro, because they all fighting on YouTube, man. Fighting on YouTube and Twitter. You know what I'm saying? They not, bro. That ain't it at all. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's wow.
But, it is. The one thing that I am happy that I feel Turkey has stopped doing is telling us the fights that are coming down the line.
Yeah. I think he learned his lesson now.
I hope he has. Please, because that hasn't turned out so well. Best intentions just hasn't turned out so well.
My man Logan Little said the Twitter pay-per-view fights. Yeah, bro. We done had a whole bunch of them this year.
And they've been free, They've been free.
Oh, man.
Shout out.
But fellas, I gotta head on out, man. I gotta go get something to eat. Oh, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Tuning in.
Definitely, my brother.
Salute.
All right, now. Peace.
Salute, everybody, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning into the show. Smashing that like button, man. Shout out to everybody who sent this. My man Jersey Bob sent the $2. I appreciate that, dog, for dropping the support. We had everybody up in here. Shout out to Logan Little. I didn't get to say shout out, bro. Shakur is boring. Okay, we know that Mexican boxing. That's who that is. Shout out to Scotia Boxing. I appreciate you, bro. Leonard Sterling. New Problems. What up, bro? What's going on, bro? Z Pacino. You know what it is. G5 Jeff. Make sure you guys check out my man G5 Jeff TV. Lance Meyer. What's going on, bro? G Vaughn. Salute. Man, Left and Manny, what up, man? I usually, when people come in, like to say what up, but, you know, shout out to my guys, Big Money and Vega. Excuse me. They were on the Discord talking, so I didn't want to interrupt them. Shout out to my brother Cyrus, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, my brother, he fights, bro. Actually, I had one of his fights streamed on my channel, man. It's in the archives, man, somewhere. Yeah, shout out to Big Money and Vega for coming up on the panel. Shout out to Manuel. My man Rico from Naptown. My boy Mick Doonan. Shout out to you for reposting the stream. Joe Johnson, what up, champ? Robbie 619. Salute to you. Jersey Bob, thanks for tuning in, brother. I appreciate you, Jersey Bob, for also tapping in. Darius Flowers, Edward Torres, We Fight All Night TV. Salute to you, big dog. Adam Hurley, Boxing Wiz. It's me, Rock Lee. You know what it is, man. And who else we got in here? Dwayne Styles, my guy, Dwayne Styles. I appreciate y'all, man. Oh, Tito checked. Who's that? Oh, that's Mexican Boxing. It's one of his other ones, man. WP36. I'm just there. 8. Salute to Flexing and Stepping. Man, I think I got everybody. I appreciate all the love, man. We got the 31 likes, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out, man. Show some love to the stream. Got my man Forbes in the building as well, too. I appreciate you, Forbes, man. Y'all know what it is, though. Peace. We out of here, man, to another one.